infernal child talking about herself. And some of the things she did as a child is just awful. But she did because she was battered and she was mistreated. A lot of the worst children in their behaviour are that, and they're very hard to sympathise with because they're bloody awful. But when you actually look at their history, you understand. It's not an excuse, especially when they go into adulthood and they're still behaving like that. But it makes you understand. She had great empathy for a lot of the people none of us would want to know. And so she set up the first shelter. What they used to do is, what's the word when you take over a building? Squatter. Because there weren't many places for women to stay. She was inundated by women from all over the country when she set up the first shelters, because women trying to escape their violent partners. And so they used to squat. They used to take over empty buildings. And of course, because it was women and children, they got away with it. The police couldn't do anything. So they took over houses and ended up with millions of pounds worth of property through the women. And some of the early buildings she said the women would be sleeping against the walls with their backs to the walls with mattresses in the centre full of all the children because there was no room for people. And she was being done for overcrowding constantly. This was the reality of someone trying to help people. She tried to set up
can you hear him okay with the mic?
And helping men though in that situation or causing that situation or whatever. No one was interested. She did a survey of the first 100 battered women, found out 62 of them were just as violent as the men. So she said it wasn't a gender problem, it's a generational problem of people who come from dysfunctional, violent families. I come from one of those families, I understand it. A lot of these people on high money don't. They don't understand it. They don't want to talk about it. They don't want to know about it. In the 70s, the police said, well, it's domestic, it has nothing to do with us. In a lot of ways, they were right, it's a domestic, it's probably all of them. Right, but they didn't help. So that's when she set up the first battered women's shelter while she was inundated from everywhere. She really wanted to do things for women because a lot of women who had professional husbands like herself were lonely. They were with the kids all day in a house separate from everyone else, so there wasn't so much to do. She lived in Chiswick. Well, there was a lot to do, but they weren't socially involved in a community anymore, so there was a lot of loneliness. But then, of course, she met that woman, Kathy, who she found herself in the domestic violence thing. And she's a pretty formidable woman anyway. So what happened is they had a conference, and up from Islington, where all the rich women
Can you hear him okay? Yeah. Is the sound good, or do I need to get the mic a little bit closer to him?
And it became a money thing. Erin was threatened. She reckons a dog was poisoned, and she left the country because of the bomb threats. And there was a bombing. They used to have a children's thing called Booper, and the feminists bombed it, and the security guard was badly burnt. And it's not in the records of history. The radical feminists did that. And so, we're very comfortable talking about when men are violent and horrible and hideous. We're not comfortable about talking about when women are the same. And biology has a bit to do with that, but also our culture.
Big up Canada.
Has a lot to do
Big
with
up
that
Canada.
Is, what's the book I gave you? On chivalry. Chivalry. Hundreds of years ago,
Big up Ashley. Big up.
Landowner or the lord become a soldier, his servant. The upper classes, the bourgeois women in those times, they changed it from you actually then took the knee to your wife. So then you became a servant to your wife, and we had the chivalry and we had the romantic thing, where in the past dowry was one of the big things. If a young man was to marry a woman, the father of that woman would actually give a dowry to the new husband, the groom, to provide for his daughter. That's the way it's happened around the world. Romantic love is a new thing. It was almost like a business transaction, not just love, but business transaction where you were sensible about who you married, both for women and men. And the families were involved in who you chose, or who they chose. And it was more sensible. A lot of people would have ended up with someone they didn't like. That would have happened. But we have that with romantic there. And they considered romance and, what do they call it, when you're lust and love, young love, when you're in love, as a form of madness. where you're completely bonkers about someone, where you're no longer very sensible, men and women. So it wasn't a good time to be making a decision on a life partner and raising a family.
Big up, Rick.
Everything's about romance today. And even the divorce courts are chivalry, with the fact the woman is take the knee to the wife, even if she actually may be the worst parent.
Right. I'm sorry, people. Right. You know I love you. Okay. I'm sure that guy was saying loads of shit world. You understand, man? That was gonna make someone president or something like that. You know what I mean, man? But as I'm listening to the guy talking, I'm looking out the corner of my eye, and all I see is 10 walking past, 10 walking past, 10 walking past, 10 walking past. So I said, you know what? I can't listen to this guy talk, man, and allow the the fans, you understand, the people watching, to miss everything of what I'm seeing. You understand? As I said, he's saying something that's gonna change the world. It's gonna change someone's life. You understand, man? But what I was seeing out of the corner of my eye was more important, man. You know what I mean? We got the police here, and then we got a whole line. I don't know what time this British summertime event starts today, but there's people already lining up. You know what I mean? And it's a lot of women over there, mate. A lot of beautiful women over there. Big up yourself, Cypriot Vlogs, man. You know what I mean? Big up yourself, man. Thank you for your membership, man. Thank you for your membership. I think you're my one and only member. You understand, man? So look, it's greatly appreciated, man. It's greatly appreciated, man. Big up Takum, you know? Big up Takum. What's up today? Well, there's an event. It's called British Summertime, where it happens from like June to July, right? And they have like different events in there. They'll have like music, different acts, you know what I mean? Like country singers and picking this person, that famous person, loads of people just singing, you know what I mean? And different events and stuff over there. So that's happening. That's happening today, you know. Here we got the squad coming. We got the security squad. Big up to the security. All right, have a good day, fellas. Yeah, have a good day. Yeah, stay safe. Stay safe. You too. Have a good day, man. Cheers. Have a good day, mate. Stay safe. Yeah. Stay safe. Stay safe. Have a good day, fellas. Have a good day. There we got G4S. G4S doing the security in the British summertime event, looks like. Is Speaker's Corner still going on as normal? Yes. Speaker's Corner, as you see, if you look at the screen, Speaker's Corner is still going on as normal. 12:25. Not much people here at Speaker's Corner, you know. Dr. Banda hasn't, you know, stepped up on his high horse to start shouting at people about how he loves Israel. You understand, man, and how Israel's in the right yet. He hasn't done that as of yet, so still got some time to go in it. It's just a whole pile of different acts in it. They'll have like a couple of weeks where they'll just have like different singers, different celebrities coming here and performing and shit. Yes, have a good day. Have a good day. Stay safe, yeah. Have a good day. Have a good day. Have a good day, mate. Stay safe, yeah. Have a good day. Stay safe. Have a good day. Stay safe. yeah, this is Speaker's Corner right here, right? Where people are, you know, just gathering, starting to gather. And over here is BST. You know what I mean? So inside the inside of Hyde Park, there's the BST event going on. Yeah? The British Summertime event is right here. This is inside of Hyde Park, okay? So now Speaker's Corner is inside of the outside of Hyde Park, if that makes sense. Why is Speaker's Corner empty? I guess it's still a little bit early, you know. It's still a little bit early, man. We got some time to go, man. I don't know if you guys watched a whole stream that somebody does at Speaker's Corner, man, but these people stay here till all of 7 p.m. You understand? I'm here at 12, okay? So from 12 to 6, there's people here at Speaker's Corner, man. I see no religion debate this time. Oh, there will be. Just wait. You know what I mean? Who is the boss in Speaker's Corner? There's no boss. Freedom of speech is the boss. Freedom of speech is the boss until you get someone that dislikes freedom of speech, and then a fight happens. Got a tan coming in the green. Got a tan coming in the green top. Here she comes in 3, 2, 1. Damn, boy. Damn, boy. That's a tan right there. Why is there police? Because, you know, people don't like other people's opinions. You understand, man? So fights break out. Last week, you know, there was somebody that came here that had issues with someone. Apparently, the guy that got assaulted was a child harmer or something like that, apparently, right? So this guy's ex-boyfriend, this girl's ex-boyfriend punched this guy last week because apparently he assaulted her or something like that. So yeah, the police are here. Apparently Jono got threatened. Jono got threatened by someone last week as well, and he was upset and angry and wanted to fight, you know what I mean? So the police were called for that. Because they was here for that, the assault happened kind of around the same time, right? So, you know, the police were outside of Hyde Park, and I ran over there to get the police, you know what I mean? When the guy assaulted, not when he assaulted the other guy, innit? I saw him assault the camera guy, innit? Why are you so early? This is like my normal time, innit? I'd rather be early than late, innit? Rather be early than late. But yeah, man, the guy was trying to get away, innit, man? So luckily the police were just sitting outside of Hyde Park, innit, man? So I just went over to the guy's car. I was like, look, man, this guy in the brown top, black pants, he assaulted someone and he assaulted the cameraman. They're both pissing with blood on the floor right now. And the police jumped into action. You know what I mean? And arrested. Well, they didn't arrest him. They took him into custody. You know, right there. Because I was filming him. You know what I mean? I got the guy's face clearly. You know what I mean? In high definition, I got the guy's face on camera. You know what I mean? I was cussing him out and everything. I was cussing him out right in front of the police, saying how much of an idiot he was to not let the police deal with the job. You know what I mean? Now, Okay, let's say let's say your girlfriend gets assaulted, right? Your girlfriend. Yes, you would do something. You would do something then, right? Right? You would do something then. But why would you why would you take action for your ex-girlfriend? I didn't understand why the guy was saying that. The guy's like, yeah, he assaulted my ex-girlfriend. I'm like, yeah, but she's your ex-girlfriend. What does that have to do with what does that have to do with the price of tea in China? You know what I mean? Okay, yeah, it's bad that she got assaulted by this guy, man, but she's your ex now. Anything that happens is like, you know, none of my business. No, this guy just started shouting. This guy just started shouting like 1 second ago. But no debates are happening. It's quiet, very quiet here at Speaker's Corner. Very quiet at Speaker's Corner today. Yeah, your man said, oh yeah, this guy S-Ed. He's like, yeah, he S-Ed my ex-girlfriend. Okay, you know, essay is not good, right? However, that's your ex. What the hell does it have to do with me? You know what I mean? You say thunderstorms incoming. It looks like it, man. It looks like it wants to piss it down with rain up here, man. But there's no rain in the forecast. It was saying. It's saying it's just gonna be cloudy. So I don't know what's going on, man. I hope the clouds clear up, man. It's supposed to be a beautiful day today, man. That girl was eyeing me up walking past, man. What the hell? I should have chatted to her. Any arguments yet? No arguments yet. No arguments yet. Nobody here. Nobody really here yet at Speaker's Corner. Got another tan. Got another tan walking past in 3, 2, 1. Yes, alright, man. All beautiful women. All beautiful women walking past, man. Oh shit, here we go, man. Here comes trouble. Something else. I agree with you, man. I agree with you, my friend. There goes there goes Street Mike. Imagine I rolled up here, right? Imagine I rolled up here, right? And Street Mike doesn't speak to me. I don't speak to him, right? And your man called me over, try and ask me to give him an interview. Um, Asked me to give him an interview later on about what happened last week. The guy ain't been coming here for like weeks and weeks on end, right? It kicks off to where the police shut down Speaker's Corner last week, and then this guy, turns up. Hang on 1 second. Give me a minute. So yeah, I said I was gonna give him an interview about what happened last week, right? And I'm not gonna give him an interview at all. You know what I mean? Like when he calls me over to give him an interview, I'm gonna treat him like how everyone gets treated by him. You know, when someone tries to go and chat to him, just like a normal conversation to say hello, to say thank you or something, you know, he's like, oh, not right now. You know, just completely shuts him down, doesn't show anyone any kind of like respect or anything like that. I don't I don't like it, man. You know what I mean? Now something happens at Speaker's Corner. Now you wanna chat to me. And all these weeks you ain't been saying a word to me. Okay. You see how it is. You think that's the first time you see me? I mean, you ain't been here long enough. That's why. You know what I mean? Keep coming, man. I frequently put myself on screen. Well, not frequently. Every so often. You know what I mean? More than once in a blue moon. You know what I mean? Oh, good grief, man. We got another 10 coming along, man. Here we go. Jeez, boy. Damn. Yeah, great people. 13. I've been seeing your comments, and I kind of agree with you. You know, but you know, you start trying to tell women that they should put some more clothes on, and that's the first and quickest way to get into an argument. You know, we can't tell, you know, we can't tell them anything. You know, we can't tell them that, you know, we wanna keep them to ourselves. You understand? They wanna promote their assets to everyone, even when they're in a relationship. You know, which is sad, really. I think this is why I'm single, man. You know, the only way I can kind of get what I want is probably joining the Muslim religion, and I don't want to have to join a religion, you know, just to have my girlfriend or have my wife covered up to where, you know, she's not having everything on show for the whole entire world to see. You know, everything's on show for me when we get home. You know, that's how it should be, really. So someone said people should dress how they want and shouldn't be a problem over it. Listen, man, you can only say that in regards to men, because I'm telling you right now, you know, if it was their choice, they would wear less and less clothes to the point where things are on show. Okay, modern, right? To where things are on show, right? You wouldn't want your kids to be seeing the type of things what these women would be wearing. Okay, they they only a lot of them only wear these type of things because it's socially unacceptable to be in the things that they would want to wear. I'm telling you right now, man. You know, I mean, as a man, I'll be okay with it, but as like a father, I don't know. I don't think I would like that, you know, because I wouldn't want a man to do it. You know what I mean? You think I'll be happy with a man walking down the street in those tight speedo? Fucking hell, man!
You were coming straight towards, so I protected myself. This is
Yeah, he pushed me.
Yes, because you're coming towards me.
I did not.
You did not what? You did not come towards me.
No.
You didn't see me walking. You didn't see me walking. You didn't see me walking. Did you see me walking? Did you see me walking? Excuse me, hello. Did you
Put
see
the
me
bike,
walking?
put the bike on the stand.
Did you
bro.
see me
Put the
walking?
bike on the stand.
Did you see me walking? Did you see me? Hold on. Did you see me walking?
Brother, stop getting in his face. He's trying to go.
Yeah, this is Speaker's Corner. On a Sunday, this is Speaker's Corner, my friend.
I don't care about you speaking.
I don't care about you then, my friend. This is Speaker's Corner on a Sunday. Well, I shouldn't protect myself from you. I shouldn't protect myself from you. I'm walking and you don't fucking give a damn. You don't give a damn. You don't give a damn. You may get me, but God will get you, my friend. You may get me, but God will get you. You will get me, but God will get you. I'll be watching, my friend. But remember, no matter if you get me, God will sort you out. God will sort you out. You think you can ride up and down like you own the place. That's it. You can ride up and down like you own the place. Speaker's Corner on a Sunday. Speakers, one day of the week, Speaker's Corner.
God is a God.
One day.
Everyone is witness. You fucking you push me.
I saw it because you were coming. So I'm not going to touch you. You were coming. Were you coming towards me?
No, how did I come towards you?
I came in front of you. Leave it. Hold on. Let's talk. Let me talk. Did I go? Let's talk. Did I go in front of you?
Yes.
How?
You pushed
Yeah,
me.
but was I walking?
Yeah, but I didn't even
Was I
touch
walking
you.
and
I
talking?
didn't even touch you.
Was I walking and talking?
Did you do like this?
Was I walking and talking?
Yes, you are walking.
Okay,
But
I'm walking.
I saw you. Did I touch you?
And what,
did
what
I touch you?
Did I go like this?
Yes.
No,
Ask them.
no,
Ask
no,
everyone.
I went like this to protect myself. I went
You
like
stand like this.
I went.
You stand like
I
this.
was walking.
And then you go like this.
No, I
Yes,
was.
ask
I
these
protect.
people,
I
ask these
protect
people.
my. I was walking. You came straight towards me. I was walking. This is. My friend. This is Speaker's Corner on a Sunday. Speaker's Corner. You came. You didn't stop. Pardon?
All you want to do is
Hold on. Oh, my friend, I was walking. You weren't going to talk. You weren't going to stop. You weren't going to stop because of me. You were continuing. No, hold on. You were continuing. You weren't going to stop because of me. I protect. I played run. Hold on. What's your name? What's your name? Abel.
Oh,
My name's
shaking
Kane.
hands. That's
My name's
love.
Kane.
That's love. That's
My
love.
name's Kane.
We
What
love
I'm saying,
that. We love
I saw
that.
you coming towards me. When I'm walking on the underground, people walk down off the street. People walk straight through you. So when they come, I just brace myself. I continued walking and I braced myself. You came straight into me. That's all that happened. I didn't jump out into you. You came and you hit me.
I hit you.
Yeah, you did. I braced myself and you hit me. I'm not going to stop because of you. I'm not stopping because of
Are
you,
you
Abel.
high?
Huh?
Are you high?
Am I high?
Are you high?
What do you mean high?
Are you taking drugs or something? How did I hit you?
What do you mean how did you hit me?
You said to me I was about to hit you.
Yeah, I was walking. How did I jump in front of you?
Yes.
I jumped in front of
Yes.
you. I didn't jump in front of you.
It's okay, brother. It's okay, guys.
If you want to hit me, Abel, if you want to hit me, hit me.
No,
If you want to
no,
hit me,
no.
hit me. Because Abel, I didn't jump in front of you. I did not jump in front of you, Abel.
You know,
Abel, I did not.
What makes me pissing me off? You did it on purpose. That's why I said to you.
I protected myself.
I didn't do
I
anything. I
protect-
was just going
Yeah,
on my way,
this is-
bro.
This is Speaker's Corner. I'm
Yeah,
walking.
yeah,
Why should I
you
stop
do
because
you,
of
I do mine, bro. I didn't
Why?
even
I
touch
did
you.
me. I protected myself. I did me, and I protect myself, Abel. I did me.
Okay, Friel.
I'm sorry if I destroyed any of your stuff. I'm sorry if I destroyed any of your stuff. Sorry, Abel, yeah?
Hey, boss. It's okay.
Right. There we go, people. That's Speaker's Corner. That's how we do it. Alright? What time is it? Not even 1 o'clock. Speaker's Corner ain't even kicked off yet. And here we have it, man. There's a fight. There's a fight. I don't know if you guys I don't know if you guys seen how it happened, innit? But the preacher was in the wrong. The preacher was in the wrong, man. You know what I mean? Yeah! The girls walking by, they was watching it. They said the speaker was in the wrong, man, as well. So okay, yeah, the biker was riding a little bit fast, but the speaker did put his arm out. You know what I mean? The speaker did put his arm out to kind of hit the guy off the bike. That's not nice. He didn't have to do that, man. He didn't have to do that. Big up Paranormal Channel. Thanks for stopping by, man. He didn't have to do that to the guy, man. There's no need for that. And then he wants to talk about, oh, God's gonna get you, God's gonna get you. What the hell, man? I hate how when these people do some wrong things and then they say this nonsense about, oh, they can in the wrong. I mean, they want to talk about God, you know? Not good, not good, not good. Here in America, you have to worry about, oh, chill, man. Yeah, they shook hands. They shook hands. Yes, I trying to pick the kids up from the mom's house, but you can't stop watching. I mean, it's chilled now. It's chilled now, man. Nothing else should happen, innit? Nothing else should happen soon except like just pretty people walking by, innit? Was it that guy's dad what came up with that watermelon term? How beautiful is that park? I mean, it's pretty beautiful.
Is around the corner. When World War III starts, if you have not accepted the Christ, you are in this country, in London, hearing about...
The thing is, there is a bike lane, right? However, the speaker's corner bit takes place in the bike lane. You understand? It takes place in the bike lane. So here is the bike lane. Okay? This is actually the bike lane, right? But there's speaker's corner, right? But it's quiet now, right? Usually what would happen is this whole area gets filled up with people a little bit later. So the bikes normally have to slow down anyway, but because there's not as much people here at Speaker's Corner, this is why that guy was driving so fast, innit? But if you see here, the bike lane and Speaker's Corner, if you see people standing here, look, in the bike lane. See the bikes coming? But now look what they're gonna have to do. They're gonna have to go outside the bike lane to go around the people at Speaker's Corner. Look. You see what I'm saying? No, it's not the bike's fault. It's not the bike's fault. If you see what I'm saying, they're in the bike lane. The bikes are right in the bike lane, but they have to come out of the bike lane to avoid the people. You understand? So if anything, the speaker on Sunday, yeah, as he was saying, oh yeah, this is Speaker's Corner on a Sunday. This is where he normally stands, yeah? He normally stands inside the bike lane. He chose to come out all the way over here, yeah? He chose to come out all the way over here to try and speak to the people that's walking past to go into the the British summertime event. You understand what I'm saying? So in actual fact, he was in the wrong, man. He was in the wrong two ways. He was in the wrong for stepping outside of his normal area, what he normally speaks from, and then he was also in the wrong for, putting his arm out to intentionally hit the guy. You know?
Why are all these people still standing there? Is there another concert today? Yes? What's the concert today? Oh, so 80s Day, that's a little fancy.
So someone said the weather looks pleasant, man. You think that looks pleasant? You think that looks pleasant up there, man? This is Hyde Park. And the weather's not too pleasant today, man. It's partly cloudy, isn't it? More cloudy than anything else, right? But I think I overheard this lady right here walking away. I think I overheard her speaking to say that today is an 80s themed event happening here at Hyde Park. You know what I mean? So I guess they're gonna have some old time singers, you know, coming to sing here, man. 40 degrees. Oh my goodness. I wish, man. It's been pretty hot here the last couple of days, man. 33, 34, 35. Read what Cypriot vlog says, man. We only got one rule in here, man. One rule, no spamming. Everything else is freedom of speech. All right? Just don't type the same thing over and over, man. You could even put Israel flags in here, man. Is it the El Nino? Is it I think the El Nino has changed. Keir Starmer, the farmer harmer, resign. Yeah, I think so, man. What happened to those Ukrainian boys, man? Oh shoot, here we go, man. We got a cowboy in London. Yeah, man. El Nino doing the rounds again, man. Someone said global warming, man. Stop that nonsense, man. Temperatures got much higher than what we have today. You understand? All this floods and all this bad weather that they're talking about, we've had much worse in our history. You understand? So when the media wants to hype up things and try to tell you, oh, it's the worst weather since blah blah blah, just know, you know, it's been worse. It's been worse, and we lived through it. You know what I mean? Don't let the media hype you up, man, or get you out of your character. Okay, okay, you handle 40 degrees. Listen, man, a lot of ice cream. A lot of ice cream. So America has ruined the Earth's environment. I don't know about the environment so much. You know what I mean? They have ruined countries. I know that much. I think the only problem with UK is, or London per se. When it gets hot, man, you gotta travel out far just to get to a beach. You understand what I'm saying? Like, they should clean up the Thames River. That's what I think, man. I seen some videos, right? I think it's in Switzerland, where these people, they finish work and they travel home by jumping in the river, and the river's got a little bit of a current to it, right? So they just swim and float down the river home. You know what I mean? They should clean up the Thames River, and when the Londoners get fucking hot, they should be able to just jump in the Thames River. But government allows these guys to dump a whole pile of rubbish and all of that shit in the Thames River. You know. Go look on a map, innit? Go look on a map and just look like just on the outskirts of England, right? And see how dirty the water looks. You know what I mean? On the edges of England, like from the Thames River, even out to like Southend. When you see like Southend of the sea, like all you see is like this brown water just coming out of London and then into the ocean. It looks disgusting, man. Well, the thing with air conditioners, I think, it's just my opinion in the UK, right, is that their weather is more cold than it is hot. You understand? So having an air conditioner is kind of pointless. You know what I mean? To only use it maybe about taking, you know, 5 weeks out of the year, or 2 months out of the year, and every and every other day is cold. You know what I mean? So I think having an air conditioner is kind of pointless. What I don't like though is how they taking all the fireplaces out of people's homes. You know, they're taking all the fireplaces out and then replace shit with like central heating. Nah, 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 nah. Put back the fireplaces, man. Fireplaces warm up the whole house, and obviously it's much cheaper, so they wouldn't do that. Look, meanwhile, India is burning electronics and tires in open fields, man. I've always said, man, listen, man, all of this recycling, all of this global warming is bullshit. You understand? I've seen the recycling that people do at home. You understand? I've worked in places. Okay, I worked in a warehouse one time that holds boxes. Okay, that holds boxes for like big supermarkets, big companies and shit. You know what I mean? That box up their files, that box up their whatever they need boxes for. It's just a box warehouse, right? They throw their boxes, into the bin. They don't get recycled, okay? And these are things that's being thrown away on an industrial scale, is what I'm saying, right? So your whole street or your whole neighborhood that's recycling, that gets wiped out from like one day of a factory throwing away stuff that could be recycled, but instead they throw it into the rubbish. You understand what I'm saying to you? It's pointless doing any sort of recycling at your house, man, because these big companies are pissing all over your tiny little bit of recycling. You're just wasting time, man. Throw everything in the rubbish is what I would say. You understand, man? Send all your bins back to the council and just use one bin for rubbish, and that's it. You know, you ever tried recycling properly? Listen to me. If you live in UK, have you ever tried to recycle properly? You get some shit that says, okay, we can't take the labels, right? Then you say, okay, we can't take the lid, right? And then it said, okay, then you gotta wash it out. We can't take any soiled recycling and shit. Like, man, it's just a big headache. You know what I mean? It's just a big headache, man. We don't need this nonsense, man. Exactly, man. I think they said the recycling was even going to China. All our recycling was going for China, and guess what China was doing with it? Can anybody take a guess what was China doing with their recycling? When your country says you're doing a good thing by recycling and you're saving the planet, yeah, we were sending all our recycling to China. Do you know what China was doing with our recycling? Someone said China is wasting recycling. Yeah, he's got it pretty close. Someone said putting it into the sea. No. Someone said leaving it to rot. No. When you was recycling at home, right? And they're saying you was doing a good thing at recycling and, as I said, saving the planet and all the rest of it. Cat Coon forever. Cat Coon forever got it, man. They was burning your recycling. You understand? They tell you that was saving the planet, man. They tell you that they were saving the planet and shit like that, man. All they was doing is getting it out of your eyesight, okay? Sending it to somebody else's country, and they was polluting the fucking planet with it. How about that? How about that, people? Absolute gold, innit? That makes a lot of sense. Yeah. China was burning all your recycling that we were sending to them, but I think as our agreements and all of that with China kind of fell apart, we stopped sending our recycling there. I don't know what the hell they do with it now, man. Big up TC. I said same happening in the UK, man. You see the boxes. You order some electronics or some shit online, right? And it comes with that white styrofoam shit. Nobody can recycle that white styrofoam shit that comes in the boxes. Okay? So you've got to separate that white styrofoam from the box, okay? And put the white styrofoam in the rubbish, and then the box goes to recycling. What kind of nonsense is that, man? What type of nonsense is that? Most of the plastic and shit that gets supposedly recycled has to be thrown into the rubbish. Guess why? Because they consider it contaminated or soiled. Because it's got food left over in it, or it's got some liquids that are left over in this recycling. So it all gets thrown away into the rubbish. You're wasting your time, people. Don't do it. If you got waste, if you got so-called recycling, just throw it into the rubbish. Stop wasting your time. No such thing as global warming. There's nothing that we can do about it, man. The planet wants to fucking burn up. It's gonna burn up. You understand? Can you affect the El Nino? Can you affect the El Nino? When the El Nino wants to change direction, right? Nobody can tell the El Nino stop changing direction. Okay? So all this nonsense that they're telling you about fucking global warming is absolute BS. Someone says the volcanoes make it warmer. Alright, now if humans don't have no interference, right? If we just live our life and don't chuck any rubbish into a volcano like I seen that guy do, and then it turned that volcano all fucking wild, yeah? If we don't touch any volcanoes or do anything, can we control when a volcano fucking erupts? No, we can't, man. So if the volcanoes are making it warmer, how is there global warming that us little human beings are doing? You understand? Don't believe this bullshit, man. It's all to control you. You know, it's all to control us. They say on the moon the volcanoes pump out cheese. I don't know about pumping up cheese, man, but apparently the moon controls the tides. You know what I mean? Can you control the tides? Did any one of us put the moon up there? Huh? They're saying that we melting all the ice in Antarctica and all this BS. You know what I mean? Now, if the El Nino goes one way and puts a lot of heat up into Antarctica, what the hell are we supposed to do about that? You understand what I'm saying, man? The dinosaurs got destroyed by a fucking comet or some shit. You know what I mean? Could they stop it? No, they couldn't stop it, man. There's some shit that falls from from outer space that they don't even know is coming to Earth. You understand that they see it like too late and shit like that. You know what I mean? And someone said the world is run by con man. Exactly that, man. World is run by con man. That's all they're doing, is scamming us and conning us. You know? Someone said, I don't know what I'm talking about, pal. This is one of the people from the CIA or MI6. That guy, millionaire trustee. Millionaire trustee, man. He's the CIA plant. Someone said, this is nice watching Speaker's Corner from arm's length. I'm trying to give you guys a broader picture of what's going on here today. You know what I mean? I hope you guys are not just not listening to me talk. I hope you're watching the screen constantly. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of action walking by. That's all I'm gonna say. How was the naked bike ride? The naked bike ride. Sorry. The naked bike ride wasn't good. You know, the naked bike ride wasn't good, man. It was too much men there. You know, I mean, I probably should have expected that. Probably should have expected that, man. That there'll be a lot of men there. You know what I mean? But I think the naked bike ride is getting taken over by a bunch of different people, is what I'll say. You know what I mean? There was people turning up in those dog mask. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. It was a literal sausage party. You know what I mean? But the biggest takeaway that I would take away from the naked bike ride is that people were riding on the naked bike ride on rental bikes. You know, that's the biggest standout thing. You know what I mean? The biggest standout thing about the naked bike ride is that men had their old sweaty balls, their wrinkled balls, on the seats of your Lime bikes, on the seats of your Santander bikes, riding in the naked bike ride. Okay, so next time you're in London and you're thinking about renting a bike to go on a night out, just have in the back of your mind that maybe you got the bike that old Jim Bob had his dingaling on. You understand? And it was a hot day on a naked bike ride. Okay? It was a very hot day, man. So imagine if you're on a naked bike ride and you've got an itch down there. Okay, and you're on one of these rental bikes. What do you think's gonna happen? Huh? What do you think's gonna happen to that itch? And where do you think Where do you think the hounds are gonna go after they've scratched that itch? Okay? I'm sorry if you guys are eating. Okay? It's lunchtime. Sorry about that. So, why are you thinking of these things? Hey, listen to me, man. I've got my own bike. All right? Nobody on a naked bike ride touch my bike. That's all I'm saying, man. You know what I mean? Someone said, why am I thinking about this? I, I'm, like I said, I'm the people person. Okay? I'm here to help the people. All I'm saying is, don't get on a line bike or any Santander bikes while you're in London. You know what I mean? If you live in London, when is the last time you seen somebody cleaning one of those public Lime bikes or Santander bikes? Anybody know when's the last time you seen someone clean them? Never. Alright, the only thing that happens is they change the batteries on them. That's about it. Is that the queue for ice cream? No, this is people gathering a little bit for Speaker's Corner. That's the queue to get into BST. I don't know what time it starts, as I said. There's still people trying to enjoy the day. Kind of windy out here, getting cloudy and everything, man. I heard Timothy the Titus, who got punched last week, suffered a broken jaw. What the hell? Damn. Yeah, man. So that guy's got to go to prison, innit? For taking matters into his own hands. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just go around hitting people because they assaulted your ex-girlfriend. That's what the police are there for, idiot. You understand? Is Diddy out yet? Is Diddy free? Someone said I sound like Diddy. What the fuck? No chance, huh? No, Bob's not here. I haven't seen Bob in a couple of weeks, actually. Maybe he's got prior things that he's doing, man. Can I give you a shout out to your cousin, I Swallow? Big up, I Swallow. Big up, I Swallow, man. Giving a shout out to I Swallow. You sound like Baraka. Who the hell is Baraka? They was yesterday. Yesterday was hotter than today was. And I seen those women out in that stuff, man, and I thought, oh my god, man, this is unbearable. You know what I mean? Like, you're making me feel hot. You know? You're making me feel hot, man. And then you see these guys with the face mask on. You know? You see my brothers out there with the face mask on. I'm thinking, like, can you guys even breathe in that, man? You know what I mean? Like, can you guys even breathe in that, man? It's like 100 degrees out here, man. I got my top off, and this guy's got a face mask on. All right, gangster. All right, gangster. Do your thing, man. Do your thing, man. Yeah, my man's not hot. You know. Tell my man take off his face mask. He said, man's not hot. The hell? I couldn't do it, man. I couldn't do it. Huh? No, I'm talking to the 66 people here. You want to say hello? No worries, man. Have a good day, yeah? Everything, anything. Big up Nick. Big up Nick, man. What's up? Here we go. Okay, Cowboys here, man. You sound like I have a mix of accents. Yeah, I get that a lot, man. As I've explained before, the country I was born has their kind of broken English accent, but the TV and everything that we listen to over there is American. And I've been in the UK for over 20 years, you know, so I get it, man. I get it, I get it, I get it. Someone said, look at you filming people for your private pleasures. I've only got a few things that I film for my private pleasures, man, and I don't post them on YouTube. You know, they're not on any social media. You understand? You understand? Most of my private filming takes place at nighttime. You know, in in various bedrooms across the country. You know? Come on. Come on, man. Check the bike rider, check the bike rider, boy. Damn. I hope you guys are just not listening to me talk, and I hope you guys have got your eyes on the screen, like, and I hope you got like toothpicks so you don't blink. What that guy said in the NFL, man. Don't blink. If you think you're gonna blink, cut your eyelids off. You know what I mean? I think I'm showing too much of the trees though, innit? Let me tilt it down a little bit, man, so you can see everything. Man said the Cockneys after 400 years still can't say TH, just thank you. It's true, man. They say free. They say thanks. Thanks, mate. You know? They say 1, 2, 3. Oh shit, man. Funny guy, man. Funny guy. Oh, I like your hair, man. Wow. Why so far away? Because, you know, Speaker's Corner is only partly important right now. You understand? You got Speaker's Corner in the background, but there's various, you know, things taking place all around us. You know, so I'm trying to get you guys the whole image of what's going on here today. We got Speaker's Corner taking place, and we also got British summertime taking place. And I think they said that there is a 80s themed event taking place over here. You understand? And there's a lot of beautiful things, you know, walking over there to have a good time today. So I'm trying to trying to please a lot of people at once, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? It's called British Summertime, BST. All right? They have it every year where they have like, you know, various different acts. It's like a festival. It's like a massive festival that they have different people, you know, performing here at Hyde Park on various days and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So, as I said, it happens every year. Can you compliment someone? You didn't just hear me compliment the girl with the blue hair. I've had my hair blue once or twice before. That same color, actually. I don't know who Timmy Mallet is, so. What FIFA team you following right now? You know what? I haven't watched the full 90 minutes of a single World Cup game. I'm dead serious, man. My team used to be Brazil until Neymar got involved with Brazil. I've never really been a fan of Neymar. I know that's an unpopular opinion. You guys are gonna probably bash me for it, but I've never really been a fan of Neymar. I think he's trying too hard to be the tricky Brazilian, in my opinion. You know, he's trying too hard to be the skillful Brazilians instead of playing football. You know what I mean? Play football first. Score the goals first. You know, score the 5-0, and then you do all the tricks. You know, like I don't like this guy, man. So I don't support any team really in the World Cup now. Scotland's out, man. Scotland's out, man. If you're not a fan of Neymar's, you know shit about football, mate. You're one of those guys, yeah, who thinks just because I don't support a player or support a team how you support them, that means I'm not a fan. If you say so, man. You can't walk in my shoes. I didn't support a team because you told me to. You understand? So you can't really tell me how to support a team. You understand? So it is what it is, man. Your support of a team is not my support. You get these guys what say, oh, you don't go to as much football games as I do, so you're not a bigger fan than I am. What the hell happens if you live in America or some shit and your favorite team is in England? Am I less of a fan because I can't travel from America to come to every single game? Huh? Come on, man. I don't need to support a player or support a team because, you know, you support them or how you support them. I can't stand people like that, man. oh, back the team, even when they're losing. I mean, yeah, you can still support a team, but I mean, if your team is losing, I'm not going to be happy. You know, I'm going to critique the team so that they do better next time. You know what I mean? Or in hope that they do better next time, you know? A lot of bike riders today. That's what happens as soon as you get a little bit of good weather out here in the UK, man. People jump on the bikes. People go to the parks. They want to get out there, innit? Enjoy the weather. Because as I said before, you know, you can't have much sunshine in the UK. You know what I mean? You don't have a lot of it, so. As soon as that sun comes out, the shirts come off, people get outside. I said the bikes were all feminine. Someone said your shoes are made from the labor of Chinese children, so I don't want to walk in them. Good day, sir. I mean, you can say that, man, but I mean, you're talking to me most likely from a phone, you know, which, little babies in Congo are digging in the mud to get gold out of so I can have a brand new iPhone 17. You know, what can I do about it? Stop buying an iPhone. What about the rest of the millions of people? Are they gonna stop buying an iPhone as well? Come on, man. Use your brain. There's nothing I could do about my fucking shoes being made in China by some kids. All good?
I was just watching your stream earlier.
Yeah. What do you think about it, man? Am I a good content creator or what? What do you think?
You're getting there.
I'm getting there, yeah.
You got a long way to go.
Is it? I gotta catch you up, yeah. Bless up, man. Not much, man. Not. Oh, you seen the fight? If you was watching earlier. Oh, yeah, man. This guy, that preacher guy over there. There was a guy riding along in it, and he was standing in the middle of it there trying to preach. And he put his arm out, knocked the guy off the bike in it. So they had a little scuffle there and whatever, man. Yeah, man, started already. Yeah, man, you missed it, man. You missed it. Gotta get here a little bit earlier, man. They say the early bird gets the worm in it, so you gotta get here early.
That's where the man starts.
It's true, man. Starts from early, man.
How come we're allowed to be there? We're not allowed to be
Yeah, if you want, man. I'm just trying to get the whole image of what's going on today, innit? Oh goodness, man! It's the end of the month, isn't it? Here comes this lady and her feminist group. This lady and her feminist group comes into a place where majority of the men are, because she wants women to have a voice. Apparently, this is what she says. So instead of staying over, she normally stays over there. You know what I mean? Like under a bush. But I think the British summertime event is kind of taking her position. You know. But even still, when she goes over there and has her little meetings at the end of the month, like near the end, she always ends up coming over to Speaker's Corner anyway, and then tries to come and invade Speaker's Corner with all this feminist stuff. You know, look at this guy putting up his fucking Israel flag, man. Why does he want to pollute the image of the scenery with that stinking flag for, man? Someone says, do you live in the park? Yes.
I get the same question as well.
People are silly, man. People are trolls, man. There are a lot of trolls. But we love them, though, man. We love them. We let them have at it, man. Look. Here we go, man. Huh? Look at the screen. Quick. It's hot, man. Someone asked about that earlier, man. You just seen it. Do you still have some place next to you? I can't live in the park with you. No place next to me. Full up. I went on a critical mass bike ride on Friday, innit? And we rode across here. And I seen a lot of. Listen, man. I don't know how people are gonna take this, man. But I'm just gonna come out there and say it. I seen a lot of people over there that look like immigrants, man. You understand? Like there's images of what you see of like people you ever been to Paris? You guys ever been to Paris, the Eiffel Tower, and you see those people selling shades and replicas of the Eiffel Tower and shit like that, man? It looks like there was an influx of people like that down here in Marble Arch on Friday. Honestly, it looked like they had just come off a lorry. You know what I mean? About 50, 60 of them. Honestly, they looked like they just come from off a lorry and they was just hanging out down there, man. So, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on, but sorry, you're okay. Sorry. Showing us that the British are colonizing England. No, not yet, man. Israel hasn't conquered the park yet, man. There's only one guy here that puts up this Israel flag, man. Where's this? We at Speaker's Corner, Hyde Park. I think I'm here for only a good time, not a long time, people, man, because I'm telling you right now, once they start up with that music, it's gonna be unbearable, man. It's gonna be unbearable here, and all you're gonna hear is that music in the background just pumping. Trust me, man. Proper annoying. So I'm gonna be here at least until they start up with that music or they start letting people into BST. And then I'm cutting the trail because it's just gonna be pointless streaming here, man. Hey man, I have a theory that maybe Europe is punishing England for leaving, for doing Brexit. You know what I mean? Are you afraid of the feminists? No. But I went to the what the people in the march or in the protest called a dyke march. Okay? I went to a dyke protest and they tried to kick me out, man. The woman was trying to play fucking that frozen music so that I get banned off of YouTube. You know what I mean? Luckily for me, she was a bit overweight and couldn't keep up with me while I was walking away from her. You know what I mean? So she wasn't able to carry out her conquest, right? But the police asked me to not be in the center. He said, yeah, go on the sidewalk. I went on the sidewalk. These women started bothering me on the sidewalk as well, man, in front of the police, to the point where the police had to call them back and be like, look, leave the guy alone. He's allowed to film. The police had to tell her that, man. It was like 4 or 5 of them that tried to interrupt me filming. Now, I'm not afraid of them. They're afraid of us, man. They're afraid of men. They don't like men for some reason. And as I was saying on the protest, it's like, you can love women and still like men or not hate men. Like, what the hell, man? Like, why do you hate men because you like women? Like, I like women, but I don't have anything really against men, you know? Weird, man. Weird shit, man. You had the same thing on a naked bike ride. You had these women that were clothed, yeah, trying to tell people stop filming and recording people on a naked bike ride. Do you normally see people riding bikes naked? No, you don't. So what the hell are you gonna do? You're gonna pull out your phone and record them? Well, some people are. You know what I mean? There was loads of people recording, but it was these women, again, fully clothed, trying to tell people stop filming on the public. What? Who are you, man? It's not every day you see naked people, man. Old women taking pictures. You got men taking pictures. You're just riding for like 2-3 hours, man. Pictures and video taken all over the place. This is what I was saying earlier. Someone was saying, yeah, we should allow people to wear what they want and, you know, not have a problem with it. I said, if we allow these women to wear what they want, I'm telling you, we won't be happy with it. You understand, man? Because a lot of these women won't wear anything, you know? A lot of these men, if they're allowed to wear whatever they want, they'll be walking down the street in Speedos. Do you want to see a man in Speedos walking down the street? Huh? In just Speedos, no top on, and he's got on fucking white socks? Nah, I don't really want people to wear whatever they want, man. And we should just be accepting of it. No, sorry. No, I'm sorry, man. I don't want to see that. Yeah, but you don't wear Speedos outside walking down the street to get fucking some bread, milk, and cheese, do you? You know what I mean? we can't allow people to wear what they want, man. You know, we can't allow people to wear what they want. That's up, man. I don't know if you guys ever seen any adult videos. You know what I mean? I'm not really looking too hard, man. But you ever seen a strong black man in those videos? Right? You think that could fit in any sort of Speedos? You want to see that in some Speedos? Huh? No, I don't wanna see that in those Speedos walking in Tesco to get some milk. I don't wanna see that, man. You know. Someone said I do. Someone said I do. Yeah, that's probably because you guys ain't parents. You know, that's because you guys ain't parents, man. I'm thinking of it as a person who doesn't have kids, and also a person who, you know, might want kids in the future. You know, I wouldn't want my kids seeing that, man. You know. You want to see this guy riding a bike in Speedos? Yeah, because he's allowed to wear what he wants. Okay. Okay. See, man, I'm only massive people. I hope you guys are not getting offended by this, innit? Someone say you a proper Karen. No, I'm not, man. Someone said go Israel. Go Israel do what? Go Israel what? Israel do listen, man. You should tell Israel don't go. You should tell Israel stop. Fuck religion. People who teach kids religion are bad parents. I agree with armor clips, man. Someone said find lucky women. Yeah, man, that's why I'm not getting involved in Speaker's Corner totally today. I'm on the outskirts of Speaker's Corner, man, giving the people, you know, the good content. And I'm not like all these clowns over here, man. You know, I'm here for the people. Someone said damn officers look competent. Which officers? No, there wasn't officers. There was security. They were security. A nice peaceful content out of earshot of the nutters. I'm happy that you guys are enjoying today's content, man. I'm happy that you guys are enjoying it, man. I haven't heard anybody tell me, oh, go get closer to listen to that bullshit what we hear every Sunday. You know what I mean? Just trying to switch it up a little bit, man. There's a lot of beauty. There's a lot of beauty in the park today that I want to share with you guys, innit? That's just me as a person. I'm a Shira. You know, I'm a Shira and a Kira. You know, I think that's probably gonna get me killed. I think that's probably gonna get me killed, man. Is getting myself involved in fights and shit like that, and trying to stop it. You know what I mean? When you hear that JFR has died, it's most likely gonna be from like mistaken identity, and they thought that I was kind of trying to get involved in the fight. You know what I mean? And I accidentally got taken out by someone, man. I always find myself being in the middle of the fights trying to stop it, rather than just being the cameraman and just filming the content. You know what I mean? I'm always trying to calm things down, and you understand what I'm saying? And I think that's probably gonna get me hurt, you know, in the long run, man. Thanks for coming by our paranormal channel. Nice meeting you. Someone said I'm looking for fellas. I'm looking for fellas in speed. Funny. I don't know if I want to stop the hurt. You know what I mean? Okay, yeah, I want to stop the hurt, but there's a time and a place. Is my thing. You understand? There's a time and a place for things to happen. You know? That guy getting punched, or that guy punching someone last week, you know, although we would want to take, you know, public action and harm the people that's harming women or that's harming, we gotta let the police do their job, innit? You know what I mean? Gotta let the police, or even try to do their job first. Now, if they mess up, and you want to take things into your own hands after they mess up, then I don't think I'll have a problem with that too much. You know what I mean, man? But trying to take matters into your own hands because you don't like the opinion of someone or anything like that, I don't know, man. It's not good, is it? Hey, the police have their uses, man. They have their uses.
I should just burst into song.
Yes, sir. Have a good one, man. They're good in some cases, innit? You know what I mean? In majority of the cases, you know, probably not good. But you pay them to do a job, innit? So put them to work, is what I say. Hey, look at the camera, look at the camera. Oh. What time is it? 15 minutes to 2 o'clock. Got a few people coming in more and more now. Someone said Israel is fighting against Islamic fascism. Israel is fighting for all of us. Just Google after Saturday, come Sunday. Love and respect to Israel and Jewish people. Well, what I have to say about that is, I read something last week that said that there was a vote to put in place that everyone should have the right to food in the entire world. Yeah. And do you know which two countries voted against the entire world having food? Yeah. The rights to food. Do you know which two countries voted against it? Anybody know? Two countries to vote against the entire world having food. Someone said Ethiopia, no. Hopefully the UK, no. Look at Street Mike. This guy's still trying to get interviews off of what happened last week because he wasn't here. You know what I mean? Your man's still trying to find out what happened yesterday because last week because he wasn't here. He should have turned up last week, mate. I mean, that was last week. This is a new week, man. We already had a fight today. He's still trying to talk about last week's action. Anyways, the two countries that voted against the world having food are United States and Israel. Okay? When you're talking about Israel's fighting for all of us and all of that shit, why didn't they vote for the entire world being against the law not to have food? You understand? It's kind of mad, isn't it, man? Why would they vote against that, man? Look it up. That's what you want to Google. That's what you want to Google. Google why the USA and Israel voted against the entire world having food, man. Against the law. Yeah. If Israel's fighting for all of us, how come they keep bombing reporters? You know what I mean? How come they keep bombing reporters, man? What the hell? I watch IDF hitting multi-story buildings on YouTube. That's entertaining. Damn. Do you guys hear the cowboy in the background and all the people shouting out Palestine in the background, or are you guys just saying Palestine because you see the Israeli flag? I want to know how good this microphone is. Free the world from Israel. Yeah. Okay, that's cool. The mic cuts out the BS. All right, cool. Yeah, someone said reporters have a dangerous job when reporting from the front lines. Israel's not targeting reporters or civilians. Yeah, man. Go talk to that RT reporter. You know what I mean, man? Go talk to the RT reporter about them not targeting reporters. They've done it many times before, man. Someone said free Gaza from Hamas, man. The Palestinians don't want to free Gaza from Hamas. So why are you asking to free Gaza from Hamas and you're not even Palestinian, man? You see any protests on the streets of Palestine telling Hamas to get out of their country and stop causing trouble so that Israel bomb them? No, you don't. So why is that your concern, man? Free Gaza from the occupiers Israel. Sounds more like it, man. Someone said more reporters have died in Gaza than all of World War II. Okay, now, man. Gaza looks like a great place to travel this time of year. Christians are the real reason Israel has power over Western nations. I think I agree with Underboss. Sounds about right. You know what I mean? I think Christians can't separate the state of Israel from the land of Israel. You know what I mean? So they keep quiet about what's going on with Netanyahu and the state. You know, absolute joke, man. Nobody is better than anybody, man. We all have our pros and cons, all of us. All of us have our pros and our cons. You think I sound Jamaican? Look at Street Mike calling me on the left, man. Look at him, man. Man still trying to call me, look. And that's where it comes, man. 2 seconds. Yeah, it's okay. He's trying to call me for an interview. I'm not going over there, mate. Man still trying to talk about last week. Look, he's still trying to get people to talk to him, man. look at Street Mike to the left, man. Still trying to get information from a issue what happened last week because he wasn't here, man. Put that to bed, man. You know what I mean? You can't make no more content off of that, man. It's done now. Someone said Jamaica is a hellhole, much worse than most of UK. Yeah, they say that the IDF was humiliating Palestinian prisoners. What do you Israel supporters have to say about that, man? Are you gonna say, oh no, it was Palestine? It was Palestine harming The IDF soldiers. Is that what you're gonna say? Yeah. Why did Israel and the United States ask Iran for a ceasefire, but Iran didn't ask them for a ceasefire? If America and Israel were winning, you know, I've never heard the winner of anything say, "Oh yeah, we want to stop fighting." You know what I mean? Good grief, man. Good grief. My gosh. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Hindus worship thousands of gods. Someone said, Getting 57:8 talks about Jesus being punished in hell, boiling excrement. Look it up. Look at how many Arab states it is. Why can't Jews have a state? Yeah, they can have a state, man. You know what I mean? But stay where you are, man. Stop trying to keep taking more fucking land that people are living on. You know what I mean? Just like America, chill the fuck out, man. You know what I mean, man? Like, chill the fuck out, man. You need to keep taking fucking land because some book fucking told you that, oh yeah, this is your land. You know, like, what the hell, man? Kill all these innocent people, man, because some book told you. You know what I mean? That's yours. Like, give me a break, man. What about humanity? What about your compassion? You know? Listen, man. I don't know how I feel about if God tells me to harm some innocent people. You know what I mean? I don't know if I could do it, man. I don't know if I could do it. For what reason, man? They're innocent. Oh, some scriptures in a book told you that that's your land, man. So you gotta take all these people off your land. You know? No, man. How about you say, look, man, I don't want that land. There's people living on it. How about you say that? Why can't you say there's people living on that land? I don't want to take it from them. I don't want to harm the people that's living on the land to take back this land because some book told me that that land is mine. There's people living on it right now. I haven't had that land for thousands of years. You know, they can have it. Why can't you say that, man? Huh? Why can't you say that? The Western world doesn't know about live and let live. You know what I mean? Someone said it's because religion and politics are the cancer of this world, and I agree 100%. That's it, man. That's it. I think our political views should be left at home. Who you vote for should be left at home. Okay? Your religion should be left at home. You shouldn't be able to try and convert people or preach to people about your God. You know what I mean? Again, you can't walk in my shoes. I can't walk in your shoes. So your walk with God isn't my walk with God. Just because God spoke to you at this time and brought you out of the darkness doesn't mean I don't have to go do my tests and all of that nonsense that you guys in your Christian Bible speak about. You understand? So I have to go do that. So you trying to preach to me about God and all the fucking rest of it, I still have to go through God's will. You understand? Leave all of that shit at home, man. And don't share it with anyone, man. No religious articles. being worn. Yeah, I would say no religious garments or anything representing a religion should be allowed in public. All right, and I think we'll get along as much better people. You know. Someone said, believe in the Lord Jesus Christ and you'll be saved, man. What about all the people in the gas camps, you fucking idiot? Huh? What about people all in the gas chambers, son? Did God save them? Did Jesus save them? You know, all these millions of people that died for these politicians. Huh? Why all the politicians that don't cause death to humanity and cause so much pain to humanity, why they don't die early? Huh? Why do they get to live to an old age? Why do all the people that help out humanity get killed while they're young and don't, get to live out their life? It's all bullshit. That's why your religions, every single one of them, is all bullshit. You understand? God gave you a penis or a vagina at birth. That's it, man. He didn't tell you from birth you got to be a part of this religion, and if you're not in this religion, you're gonna go to hell. He didn't tell you that from birth. You understand? What if you was brought up in India or something? You'll be praying to a cow god. What if you was brought up in like the Middle East? Most likely you're gonna be a Muslim. What if you was brought up in the Western world? Most likely you're gonna be a Christian or Catholic. You know what I mean? All your religion determines on is where you was born. Right now, anyway. You know what I mean? One says Satan loves my language. Who made Satan? Who made Satan, or who made Lucifer? You understand? Who had the authority, to create the world sinless and never be able to sin and never go against God? God had that power to make us never be against him. You know what I mean? Damn, I love her hair, man. Damn, she was beautiful. If God is the all-knowing, is all-seeing, why did he ask Cain, where is his brother Abel, when Cain killed Abel? Huh? Why did he ask him that question? If he already knew the answer, why would you even waste your time? Some all-knowing, all-being, all-seeing God. Why would you ask a question you already know the answer to? Why would you even allow this, all of this? If you know that I'm gonna sin from birth, why even go through this 30 plus years of life, right? When you already know that I'm going to hell. Doesn't make any sense. It would be pointless. It would be called torture. So say your ignorance is strong. No, I think your ignorance is strong to life and what's around you. You understand, man? My ignorance is strong because I haven't read your Bible. Because I don't believe your scriptures. Come on, man. Don't be silly, man. Brown hat to the right. Brown hat to the right, man. Check this out. Look at the screen quickly, man. Fucking hell. Good grief, man. She is beautiful. Let's say, why do people keep pets? We're just God's pets. Tell me, do you give a shit what your pet thinks about you? Yeah, your pet is your pet. You love and you care for it. That's it, man. You don't want your pet to chat to you. You know what I mean? You just want them to go and fetch the ball. You know what I mean, man? You wanna just play with your bird, man. Let them fly around the fucking, you know, let them fly around the room for a little bit. You know, you want your hamster to run on the hamster wheel. You don't ask your hamster's opinion of the world. You know what I mean? You know, you don't tell your hamster stop lying. You know what I mean? Or, you know, don't sin or stay away from that stuff. You know what I mean?
There's only one Yahweh. Hey, brother, how you doing? Well, tonight, okay. Nice to see you.
Someone said, believe in the Lord Jesus Christ and you'll be saved. Absolute nonsense. As I said, what's gonna happen to all the sweet people that look after all the sick animals? You know, that nurse animals back to health, that have never been to church, that have never been to a mosque, you know, don't support any religion. What about the people that are in relationships with same-sex people, that adopt kids, you know what I mean, that adopt 7, 8 kids and shit like that, that the Christians don't want, that us not, you know, civilians don't want, huh? They're gonna go to hell because they haven't asked your God for repentance. Doesn't sound like a religion that I want to be a part of, man. You know, doesn't sound like a religion I want to be a part of. If Hitler gets to delete so many people and cause so much pain on the earth, and all he gets to say is God forgive me, and he gets to go to heaven, I don't want to be a part of that religion, my friend. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Don't want to be a part of that religion.
And believe on the Lord Jesus Christ, the saving of your soul. Without Jesus Christ, your sins remain upon you. In Jesus Christ, your sins are forgiven. You must repent, and you must believe. Sin in the Bible. You know that. Jesus Christ is the Saviour of the world, and we are all sinners.
The only law is the strongest eat the weak.
There is none righteous.
Yeah, I think so, man.
There is none
That's what nature says.
We're all sinners. We're all guilty before Almighty God.
That's what nature says,
we all
man.
deserve the wrath and the judgments of Almighty God, and we are under the damnation of God. Now, I'm a Christian, and as a Christian, that means that I have.
And Jesus is Lord and Savior. And why you guys keep saying all this nonsense? Just remember that God made Satan. God made evil. God made hate. You understand, man? So while you guys keep saying God is love and God is love and all of this nonsense, God gets angry. God has a wrath. You understand? But you religious Christians and religious people, you don't speak about the bad things or the negativity. You know what I mean?
We might be saved. The Bible says here in John's Gospel, chapter 3, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son.
Someone said those girls didn't deserve to be bombed in Manchester. Yeah, those Iranians didn't deserve to be bombed either. You understand? Those Afghanis didn't deserve it either. Those Iraqis didn't deserve it either. You understand? But what happens is when you go around the world terrorizing people's countries and terrorizing people's homes and shit, you know, maybe they want to come around and turn it around on your country and bring the stuff that you brought to them back to your own country. I'm not saying that it's a right thing to do. You know, that's what happens. You know, you think that you're going around, you know, turning people away or saving people, and meanwhile you're making more terrorists because of the way that you do things. You know, we got purple hat coming. We got purple hat coming. I like her creativity, man. I like her creativity. The hat looks like a flat balloon, and it looks like an umbrella at the same time. Let's zoom in on the hat again from the back. It looks like a flat balloon on top of her head, and an umbrella. That's mad, man. No, I like her style though. I like her style. Okay, it looks like BST is open. Looks like they're letting people in. Lines going down. I believe, yes, there is a God and a creator. I don't think that he wants us to be a part of any sort of religion. Okay, I don't think God created us to, go to church all the time, or pray to him and all of that shit. We're just some little ants, mate. We're just some little specks. If the good Lord, knows every single hair on top of your head, okay, every single one, what the hell can you say to God, or what can you ask to God that he doesn't already know what you want? You understand, man? So I would see it, me personally, I see it pointless speaking to God. What can I say? What can I say to him, man? What can I ask for? Huh? What can I complain about, man? I can't complain about nothing. I can't ask him nothing. He already knows. Especially if you Christians say, "Oh, it's God's will, and it's all in God's time, and not our time," right? Why would you ask him for a car? Huh? If he's not gonna give you a car when you want a car, what's the point in asking? He's gonna give it to you when he wants to give it to you. You know what I mean? Come on, man. He already knows. He already knows that you want a car. He already knows that you need a house, or you want to live in a house. So what the hell are you asking him for anything for? What the hell are you talking to him for? He's all knowing. Man, you sure have a chip on your shoulder. Nah, man, I don't really have a chip on my shoulder. I think I'm just against a lot of BS. You understand? I think I'm against a lot of BS, and I see through a lot of BS. You know what I mean? And religion is a lot of BS. I don't like spam. It tastes nasty. You know what I mean? Tastes nasty, not for me. No, it's about obedience. He didn't give you free will to just run around and do whatever you want. It's free will to serve him or not. That doesn't sound like free will. That doesn't sound like free will. I have the free will to love you or not. You understand? And I face no consequences for loving you or not. That's my free will. Okay? Your free will for your religion means you have to love God or you get thrown in hell. Either love God or face punishment for all eternity. Doesn't sound like free will to me. It sounds like bullshit. Okay? Free will is being able to choose to love women or love ice cream. Okay? I love ice cream and I love women. Okay? So all of this free will stuff is also BS. Okay? I like women and ice cream, preferably ice cream on top of women. You know? So, you know what I mean, man? You either accept God or burn in hell for all of eternity. Doesn't sound like a loving religion to me, man. Did God ask me for my existence? No. My thing is who created sin? Good grief, look at the brown dress, man. Damn, man. Shit. Too lovely out here, man. Who created evil? Who created sin? That's what you need to ask yourself. Who created evil? Who created sin and why? As I said to you before, and I don't understand why you guys are not getting this. God is the ultimate creator. He could have created the earth so that if you eat the apple, you don't sin. God could have created Satan so that he never got cast into hell. He could have done something to where, Satan would have never turned against him. Okay? This is what all powerful, all knowing, all being is. Okay? Why then would he put you on this earth to say that, oh no, you can't see him? Okay? You people don't believe in being punished for your parents' crimes. Okay? If you don't believe that we should be punished for our parents' crimes, why should we be punished for Eve's crimes, who is our ultimate ancestor? Okay? Why should we live in sin because of what Eve done? Okay? Because Eve disobeyed God. Huh? If you don't believe in us having to be responsible for the crimes of our parents, then all of this fucking Adam and Eve shit and the whole fucking sin is a joke. Okay? Thanks for playing, man. Because we do the same as Eve. Who says? Who says we do the same as Eve? We never had a fighting chance. We was born into sin. According to you Christians. We was born into sin without us even blinking an eye first. Without us even crying. Okay? As soon as we come out, some of us are crying, some of us are not crying. And then the doctor has to give us a spank. Alright? Before that happens, we are born into sin. Okay? So we never had a fighting chance from the start. According to you guys' religion. You know what I mean? No, I speak about God being the creator. And that's it. That's all there is to it. You know what I mean? That's all there is to it. There's a creator and that's it. You know what I mean? Just live your life. Just live your life. Look, you guys need to watch some animal programs. That's what you need to watch, man. You need to go and watch some animal programs and teach yourself how to be a good human. Okay? Nature is not wrong, man. Nature doesn't get it wrong. All right? Look at all the single parents in nature. They're doing it better than what we're doing. They're doing it better than what our females are doing. You guys keep fucking blaming Satan. Keep blaming Satan. who created Satan and why? Okay? Who created sin and why? Okay? That's what you need to be asking yourselves. You guys keep going to Satan. You know what I mean? It's just this. I think this is the problem. With a lot of humans, you understand? You keep going to the result. You keep going to the result instead of going to the top about who is at fault. You understand? You keep blame the immigrant. Oh, the immigrants need to get out. The immigrants need to get out. Oh, 1 million must go. 1 million must go. Blah, 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 blah. But the government, right, has the means to not let a single immigrant in this country. But you guys don't complain to the government. You complain about the little guys. You understand? It's the same thing that your peanuts brain do, you know, when it comes to God and Satan. You go to Satan and blame all the evil, blame all the bad talking on Satan. Who is at the top? Who created Satan? You Christians and you religious people don't like to talk about that, man. You understand? Who created sin? Who created evil? Why did God allow sin? Why did God allow evil? You understand? If he has the power to send a whole bunch of, or to send one angel and destroy everything, why didn't he send half of an angel to destroy all the bad bits? Huh? You guys are the delusional ones. You guys are the confused ones. You understand, man? You guys are the ones that need to go to school because you're not using your brain. You're using something that some guys thousands of years told you and put it in a fucking book. That's what you believe. You know what I mean, man? Someone said God is not a dictator, but if you don't serve him or if you don't accept him into your life, you're gonna burn in hell for all of eternity. If that's not a dictator, then I don't know what a dictator is, man. Someone said that accent of here sounds ridiculous, but you've been here for the last 10 minutes commenting and listening to it, and you still haven't put me on mute yet or left the chat. Again, as I said, you are the idiot ones. You understand, man? Why would you not like someone's accent or not like what someone's talking about and stay and listen to it? That don't make any sense. Someone says, created to tempt you like he did to Eve in the garden. He serves God also. So God made Satan to tempt / torture his creation into doing things against God. Yeah? God, who made Satan / the devil, allows Satan / the devil to tempt you to do bad things that are against him. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. No, you guys are delusional. It's you guys that are confused. It's you guys that are not using your peanut brains, man. And that's why they're peanut brains. Because you're not using it, man. It's shrinking. You gotta use your brain, man. Satan rebelled against God. He sent him to hell, aka Earth. That's funny. That's funny. So Satan was the first one to sin, yeah? So Satan was the first one to betray God. Is that what you're saying to me? So before I was born, yeah, God and Satan had beef with each other. Follow me. Before any of us were born, God and Satan had beef with each other. Yeah. And now God's side of the story is all of this. And I'm supposed to choose God or go to hell. None of us have heard Satan's side of the story. Yeah. But we all believe one side. Do you accept one side of the story on earth? Do you accept one side of the story on earth? So why are you walking through life only hearing one side of the story? And if I say, oh, you should hear Satan's side, you're like, oh no, Satan is evil. Satan is evil. No, we can't hear what he's gonna say. He's gonna lie to us. Yeah, that's something. That's something that someone that's telling the truth would say, innit? You guys are funny people, man. As I said, you're not using your brains, man. You know, God told you to get involved in a fight that has nothing to do with you, and you guys are getting involved in the fight that has absolutely nothing to do with you. You're choosing between God and Satan that were fighting with each other before you was even born, and because God told you in this thing that he created everything, you believed him. I don't believe any of that shit. What I believe is someone, something created all of this shit, and I'm here now. Okay? All of this other shit is extra. You know what I mean? All of this religion shit is extra. You understand? As I said before, man, God gave you a penis and a vagina, or a vagina. They say populate the earth, and that's it. You know what I mean? You wasn't born with a Bible. You wasn't born with any scriptures in your heart or any of that nonsense. Okay? You was born with a penis or a vagina. Just have sex. That's it. No, I believe in God. I don't believe in your religion. I believe in God, not your religion. I separate God from your religion. There's a creator, and that's it. You know what I mean? Well, someone gets it. You guys are just being ignorant. As I said, your peanut brains are trying to go to work, but there's nothing shooting off in there. You know what I mean? You guys are trying not to understand, but people in here understand. Sorry, check. You sound perverted. Yeah, man, because I've been being perverted on the microphone. Yeah, of course, man. That's where your mind straight went to. You know what I mean? I'm talking about not liking religion. This guy comments, you sound perverted. No, that's where your mind is, man. You know? Listen, I don't care what your Jesus said in your religion. Okay? I don't care what your religion says, son. I could care less, son. If I'm going to hell, then I'm going to hell. It is what it is. How about I'm not choosing? How about I'm not choosing at all, man? Is this the World Cup watch party? Yes. Can you guys hear the music in the background? If you say yes, I'm jumping off, man. You sound like you open your eyes to see, not even asking God for permission. Hang on. Making earned judgment blasphemic. You sound like you open your eyes to see, not even asking God for permission. Now, if I have free will, hang on, Christian, if I have free will, what do I need to ask God for permission for? No, you've been debunked straight away. Next. You don't hear music. Good. Someone says the creator doesn't have to fight with his creation. That's okay, man. He just allows Satan that he created to tempt us. You know what I mean? Why are they flying the Star of David? Because this guy likes trying to trigger people to get attention in it. Dr. Banda, he's very good at history. He knows a lot about his history. You know what I mean? So if you don't know about history, he's gonna trap you. You know. Nobody can explain to me why God would allow the world to sin in the first place, man. He could have made the world so that there is no evil. Okay? We could still have our free will without having to go to hell. Okay? Our religion is largely based on our parenting. Our religion is largely based on our parenting. So if your parent has taught you one religion and you've gone through earth thinking that their religion is the right religion, should you be held responsible for being brought up a religion that is not the religion that you're actually supposed to be a part of? No, you shouldn't be held responsible for that. You understand? No, you shouldn't. You don't have to talk to God asking for forgiveness. No, you don't have to talk to God, period. Do you talk to the little ants on the ground? Why? Because they're insignificant, tiny little ants. Okay? You know? That's what I see God as. That's what I see us as to God. You know? If you buy some ants from the store and you put the ants into an ant farm, you're the ants' God. Yeah, do you care what the ants are thinking? Do you want the ants to have a relationship with you as the ant farm god? No, you do not. So stop the bullshit. So stop the bullshit. You know what I mean? We are tiny little specks on the face of this earth, man. If you take a plane high enough, you can't see no fucking humans on this motherfucker. You understand? Soon as you get high enough, you can't even fucking see us on the face of this fucking massive earth. So what makes you guys think that us tiny little specks in the universe are so important that God needs us to speak to him? You guys are delusional, man. You guys are delusional, man. I know it's scary. I know it's scary to go through life, you know, thinking that, oh shit, what's on the end of this, man? Oh shit, I'm not going to heaven. Yeah, it's very scary not knowing what's on the other side. But it is what it is, people. All you gotta think is, did it hurt when you wasn't here before? No, it didn't hurt. You just came into existence. You was nothing before, okay? And we're going back to nothing. We ain't going to no fucking heaven. We ain't going to no hell. It's all bullshit. As I keep saying to you, delusional Christians, freedom of speech, freedom of choice means not choosing God and not having to burn in hell because you didn't choose God, okay? Free will means not choosing God and, being able to choose something else for all of eternity. You know what I mean? If God is love, he would let you not choose him, okay? And let you live eternity free. You know what I mean?
C'est pas mon impression que dit par là, mais c'était bon.
We go to our Israel friend. Another Israel supporter friend, man. We got Dr. Bender over here supporting Israel. Yeah, we got our brother Dr. Bender supporting Israel with his flag. And now we got this guy over here. You know what I mean?
Israel.
Ah, shit, here we go.
Israel is a blessed nation.
Oh, man.
It
Oh,
wins all. It never starts a war, but Israel always wins. when
oh
it's
my
attacked.
goodness.
Not sometimes, every time.
Oh my goodness, man.
And some Muslims haven't woken up and smelt the coffee. Their own Quran, it says that Allah gave that land to the Jews. So why you go against Allah and his Quran?
Why did Israel and USA ask for a ceasefire from Iran?
Really, you don't know that. The Iranians have been firing missiles at Israel. Their allies, Hezbollah, the Houthis and Hamas, have been firing missiles at Israel. Israel and America have been firing back, and they would like a ceasefire. Most normal sensible people would like a ceasefire, but Iran doesn't.
The losers.
Iran has been attacking Israel for 40 years. They're not going to stop now.
The losers normally ask for a ceasefire, not the winners. So does that mean Israel and
No.
USA
The
lost?
smart, intelligent ones know that it's good to have a ceasefire. Israel and America are smart, and they put conditions, and the Iranians go against them. Hard luck Iranian people. Awful government they've got there.
Why is United States paying Iran $300 billion?
The deal hasn't been set yet.
No, but they said 150 billion has already been sent.
That's money which they owe Iran. That's the one thing I agree with Iran on. America has frozen a lot of Iranian assets. And I can understand that because of all the wars. But I say give that money back to Iran.
So why would you give the money back to Iran if you was beating them, obliterating their nuke program, obliterating their navy? Why would you give them 150 billion of their own money back?
Because you've got to be honest. If you're good on your side, give back what belongs to someone else. That's the answer. Well done, Donald Trump.
Well done, Donald Trump, for starting a war in Iran and losing.
No, Iran started that war 40 years ago. It's been going for 40 years, them trying to destroy Israel. And now Iran's got a taste of its own medicine, thanks to America and Israel.
Why does Israel bomb reporters and paramedics?
They don't deliberately do so, but reporters and paramedics go into the war zone. All kinds of people die in war zones. Even an idiot can work that out. You go to a war zone, you might get killed.
But it seems Israel are specifically targeting things like hospitals, schools, places where civilians are.
Now, that's because Hamas deliberately, and Hezbollah, deliberately use places like hospitals, having their command centres, storing their weapons. They've been doing it for years. And so Israel fires where the missiles come from. That's the answer.
He says Netanyahu funded Hamas.
No, he allowed Qatar to give them money. Very big difference.
Yeah, that's it.
No,
Zionist funding.
Gaza's destroyed because Hamas has spent decades with their other people, firing missiles into Israel, sending suicide bombers, driving cars into people. Israel says enough's enough. Little ceasefires, then you do it again. Little ceasefire, do it again. Now Israel said enough's enough, we're going to keep bombing you until you agree to stop it permanently. And it took Hamas 2 years to agree to a ceasefire. By then 85% of the buildings destroyed, 71,000 people dead, their own people. And it took 2 years for Hamas to say, okay, we've caused enough death and destruction, we'll sign a ceasefire now.
What's biblical Zionist?
It means Zionism comes from the Bible, Old Testament and New Testament. God specifically says the Jews would return to Zion. That's what Zionism is. The Jews came back to the promised land as God promised.
So this state of Israel today is in the Bible.
Absolutely.
No, no, no,
Absolutely.
The kingdom of Israel.
Yeah.
No,
Israel.
no, it's Israel.
Kingdom.
Same thing. Same thing.
No.
Same thing.
The state-
They didn't have democracy in those days, so they called places kingdoms. Now we're democracies. Same place. The Jews went back exactly the way it was described in the Bible. Couldn't have happened without God's help. And it's happened. And millions of people around the world say yes, they've gone back as per God's prophecies. But some people hate, whatever it is, Israel, Jews or whatever, and they try and say, oh no, it's different. It's all right, everyone's got freedom of choice. God gave us all freedom of choice.
To
Believe
bomb,
whatever you like.
to bomb innocent kids and women.
No, you've already forgotten, and I've told you many times, Israel fires back where the missiles come from. And because Hamas fires where women and children are, women and children die. But Israel don't deliberately target women and children.
No,
Target anyone, they don't care.
exactly. They don't even like you.
That's why God blesses them. The countries around them are junk third world
if they're blessed, why
countries,
do they not have their
not
own
blessed
country?
by
If
God,
they're
but
blessed, why do they not
God
have
is
their own
blessing.
country?
Talk to him. Talk to him.
So if they're blessed, why do they have to go to Palestine to take their land?
Oh!
No,
If they're
that was
blessed,
the
why-
land that
if they
God
were
gave
blessed, why
them.
did Hitler have to do the
Have you?
Holocaust?
Are you a Muslim?
No, I'm not. But please, go on.
In the Muslim Quran, Jewish Torah, Christian Gospels, it tells you where the land is. That's the land that God gave them. He said they would be disobedient and would be kicked out, but would return. So they returned to exactly the place where they came from
By
originally.
killing innocent
There
women
we
and
are.
children.
He's forgotten already.
By bombing
Forgotten
hospitals.
already that the women and
doing
children
war
die when
crimes.
people like Hamas.
By
are
bombing
there.
schools.
No.
I don't think
No.
either side should be killing anyone.
So Israel is there, back where God gave it, and you can go against prophecy if you want, and you'll remain junk third world countries.
BS.
Unless you return to Allah
Total
and His
BS.
Quran or His other holy books. Till then, you won't get your blessings from Allah.
Total
You'll
fake
end up
news.
like Syria, Iraq,
and
Iran.
Israel, you're end up like
Israel,
Israel.
yeah.
It's a sad
Getting
country.
bombed to smithereens.
Amazing place.
And you're getting bombed.
Tell me where it is.
Israel,
Point it to me.
7.5 million Jews.
Getting
and
bombed.
all over Christ.
Getting
Yeah.
bombed to
I
smithereens.
want the world to together.
Israel's getting cooked. Israel's getting cooked by Iran.
Like being on a different planet.
2 against 1.
Israel's an advanced modern country.
Advanced?
The countries
Is there
around
advanced in the
are
room?
third world crap.
2 against 1, and Israel and USA are getting kicked in the ass by Iran.
Oh really? Iran killed 33 Israelis. 33. How many died in Iran? Who's having their ass kicked? Look at all the bomb damage in Iran. Very little bomb damage in Israel. And the shekel is stronger and stronger. But the Iranian dinar's gone right down. Do you know, in Iran, the average salary is $250 a month. Despite the fact they got the largest...
Who welcomed them? Who welcomed them with open arms? Who welcomed the Jews? Okay.
They dictatorship on Western on wars. That's why they're backwards.
Why did the Jewish people turn their backs on Palestine when they let them back into Palestine?
I tell you why. Those who follow God, they went to Palestine. But those who follow the extremist Jews like the Jimmy Carter, who were telling them you shouldn't go back to the Messiah comes, people who took that advice, which is from the Talmud, not the Torah, those who follow God's advice saved, those who follow the Talmud perished. Simple, eh? There's a lesson there. Know what God says and do what God says. not what some man in a black jacket and a black hat says.
Have you ever heard of the Irgun terrorist group?
Yes,
Yeah. The first Prime Minister of Israel came from that group.
and he was very, very good.
He was a terrorist.
Very, very good.
Blowing up British soldiers.
But do you know why? Do you know why? Britain had a mandate for Palestine to allow Jews in. And when Hitler came to power, Britain said no, only a tiny number of Jews can come in now. So well done, Irgun, for bombing British soldiers for doing that. Yeah. And guess what? They won. The British got out. The British got out. They surrendered. They got out, and Israel won. Israel won. Thank you, God. Thank you, God.
British? Are you not British?
Yes, but I believe God first. God first, country second.
Yeah, but they bombed the British people.
That's
in the name
right.
of God. Is that what you're
Those who
saying?
were going against God. Those who were going against God. Yeah.
According to who? According to who?
Yeah. According to the Bible, God said the Jews would return to the promised land. They got the legal mandate, allowed them to migrate there, and the British were stopping them. And they paid a heavy price, the British.
The Nazis and the Zionists had a pact.
No, they didn't have a
Yes,
pact.
they did. Havara agreement.
Thanks for the super chat. We got him right now. We got him right
Paid the
now.
Nazis to allow Jews to get out.
So-
and then the Nazis said, we're not going to pay you anything. We're just going to kill you and take your money.
So tell me something. You say you're happy for UK soldiers to die for
In
God.
that circumstance.
So-
in that very specific circumstance.
If Israel and UK went to war, who are you supporting?
Depends what the war's about. I go by what God says. If Israel was to join in the attack on Israel, I wouldn't be on Britain's side, I'll be on Israel's side. But Israel doesn't want to attack
There
Britain.
you have it.
Israel
There you have
doesn't
it.
attack Britain. But if ever Britain attacks Israel, I'll be on Israel's side.
As a British man, yeah?
Who puts God first? Yeah. Who sees what it's like for people who don't put God first? Yeah. I put God first. If people want to put man first, that's up to them. We've all got freedom of choice. All got freedom of choice. I choose God. But everyone can choose whatever they want.
There you have it, people. He says he'll choose Israel over
I
UK.
choose God.
No, you said Israel over UK.
No, I said it depends on the war. I said if Britain attacks Israel, I would choose Israel. But if Israel attacked Britain, I would choose Britain. But they're not going to attack each other. Britain probably will attack Israel one day.
Okay, thank you very much.
Have a good day.
You too. So, there you have it, people. British man says if Israel gets attacked by UK, he's gonna support Israel. If Israel attacks UK, oh good, that's up. If Israel attacks the UK, he says he's gonna support UK. But I highly doubt both of those things, man. You know, I highly doubt both of those things, and I think if Israel attacks the UK, he's gonna be for Israel. If the UK attacks Israel, he's still gonna be for Israel. You know what I mean? That's why you call a sellout. Why you guys are there talking about millions must go? Why you guys are talking about the immigrants? You understand? Just listen to your own people, man. Collective punishment is not the right thing. Okay? Collective punishment is not the right thing. All immigrants do not need to go. Only the sick ones. Only the ones that's coming to destroy your country and that's coming to try to change your values or whatever the case may be. You understand, man? If you get offended about the British people doing their cultural stuff, fuck off somewhere else. You understand? If you get offended by the British people waving the flag, fuck off somewhere else. You understand? If you want your own British people to die for another country, no matter what the reason, fuck off somewhere else. You understand? But there you guys are talking about get all the immigrants out. I bet I can ask an immigrant right now, if Israel and the UK are fighting, who are you gonna support, UK or Israel? I promise you they're gonna say the UK, and that's from an immigrant. I promise you they'll say that. You know what I mean? And there's a British guy even contemplating on supporting Israel. It's disgusting, man. Big up for the super chats, man. I don't get much, man, but you know, when they come in, I'm grateful, man. So big up for that. Big up, big up, big up. It's only the place that you was born, you know. As I said many times, man, if a nuke is coming to my home country or the place that I call my country, and you know, I'm gonna get nuked, I'm gonna move somewhere else and be an immigrant. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not just gonna stay there and get bombed by a nuke. You know? That don't make any sense. Yes, I love the country that I was born. You know what I mean, man? But to me, it's must. I don't want to die, do I? Didn't the guy run his car through a group of people? Yeah, man. Guy ran his car through a group of people. We've had the London buses, trains blow up. We've had a concert being destroyed and shit like that. But again, it's nothing compared to the terror what this country does in other people's countries and does to little countries. Same thing what America does to little countries. You understand? The minor little terrorist acts that, you know, small little individual people do in these countries, it's nothing compared to what we do to them. You know what I mean? So while you're crying about your 50 civilians dying, you know, thousands of people are dying all around the world because of, you know, our so-called freedom. You know what I mean? Fighting for our freedom, so-called. Hello.
How are you?
I'm okay. How you doing?
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah.
Good, good,
How
good,
things
good.
are?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Just chilling today. Yeah. Looking at all the beautiful sights.
From both sides.
Yeah. Looking at the
I
beautiful
bring
sights.
you prepare out with this beautiful sight.
Yeah.
20 hours doing all day.
You can never get tired. You can never get tired, Uncle.
Yeah, sometimes, you know, this is what happens.
Yes.
What the bloody hell are you doing, you know? How things are?
You're doing good. You?
Life is wonderful.
That's it.
Enjoy it.
Still
As long
breathing.
as you're alive,
Yeah.
you're okay.
Still okay.
Look after yourself.
That's it.
That's why you make it. So how many? You have a lot of people watching
No,
you?
we only got 63, man, but, you know, we having a nice little chat today.
All right, 63 member only.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, you need a lot of people.
Yeah.
So you don't make any money, do you?
Not too much money. I mean, I've only had a couple of super chats today, but
Okay.
majority of the time I stream, I don't get nothing from it. You know what I mean? So I just do it for for the people, really.
Oh yeah, that's
You know
very
what I mean?
nice.
Freedom of speech.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
freedom, you know, to have your point
Yeah.
heard and things like that.
That's
really.
good.
So
That's good.
That's all I try to do.
This is the main thing.
It's not the highest paying thing.
No, no.
I could have done something else. I could have made content talking about
Yeah.
this race of people, and that would have made me loads of money. Or
Yeah.
I could have talked about sports. You know, my favorite team, Arsenal, that would have
Oh,
made
yeah,
me loads
yeah,
of
yeah.
money. You know,
Oh yeah,
but,
yeah.
You know, I care about the people.
That's good.
You know, care about the
Okay.
people's voices,
If you
man.
look after the people,
Yes.
people look after you.
That's it. Let's
And
hope
you,
so, man.
who created people, he look after you too.
It's true.
Yes.
True.
That's what it is.
That's it. That's it. Yeah, we're not with these guys. Yeah, no.
Oh yeah, yeah. But sometimes from this rubbish comes something that looks. This is what I'm looking for. You know, sometimes.
No, we don't like this one. No.
Oh yeah, yeah. But I don't go there.
He's just calm.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
don't give a damn. He's just
No, no, no.
Yeah, you're not over there.
No, no, no. Because once I did 2 years ago,
Oh, bless you.
and the police woman came to me. She said, "Uncle, move there." I said, "Okay."
I was looking out for
That's
you.
it. So you know. So
Being rude.
no, no. But
Looking out for you.
you never know. That's why we are human. We get excited. Say something. And then people may not like it. Then shout back. That is the problem. Yeah. I don't like that. People shout at that.
He seems so calm.
So I walk away from there.
Yeah, no,
When they start doing it, I walk away. Sometimes I have to stand up,
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you believe in and yourself.
Yeah. But mostly I do walk away. I don't want any problem.
No, yeah, and that's probably the best person to have. There's quite a few of them. Yeah. You not with it?
No.
So you just
No, we just
Just filming. Yeah, just filming. Just filming.
There's not much debate going on.
No, not at all. Man.
Yeah,
So
no.
I'm just hanging back, just chilling for this week.
yeah.
they come every Sunday. do you?
That's me, uncle, yeah? Salam, yeah? In Palestine, yeah? How you doing, Bob? You
All
alright?
good, all good, all good. Bless up.
Alright.
I want to
Yeah.
interrupt your video.
It's okay,
Do they
go
come?
for it.
Do
You
they
know
do
what,
this
yeah?
every Sunday
Every
now?
Sunday.
You know what, yeah?
Every
Free
Sunday.
Palestine and free Somaliland as well. Don't forget me.
My brother was half Somali, so I feel
Come
you.
on. You know what I mean, Bob, yeah?
Yeah. What the fuck, man?
I see a black guy with this Israeli flag.
Disgusting, right?
Yeah. I'm just going over there.
And it's
sellout.
actually promoting
Big sellout.
Christianity. I mean, that is a sellout, isn't it?
When he said Jesus, I thought, what the flip
I
is
thought, what the fuck is going on? I mean, when he says Jesus, I thought, where? You get it?
Yeah.
That's a good one, isn't it?
Demented. You can't argue with cause.
No,
though,
you
just-
can't.
That's why I know what that man's saying. He's representing, but still, you can't. Don't get into an argument
Nah.
with it.
I
'cause
think
they
it's
love
getting
that
paid
shit.
Must be,
by the
innit?
wrong people, though.
Okay.
You know, a lot of my boys in Stamford, you know, one of Stamford, yeah, a lot of my boys here, wallahi, yeah. Shalom.
That
They wouldn't-
Jewish, they're not
they
on it.
wouldn't
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
You know where I'm coming from?
That's
Yeah,
where
yeah.
people get it mixed. Not all Jews are dying it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, we're not. We're not. See, look, I'm Somaliland and my mom is Ethiopian Hebrew, right? So, that means what? Okay, I don't maybe believe what Netanyahu is doing,
Yeah.
but it does not mean you have to go around and kill Jewish people. No. You might not believe what, Saddam or what King Bin Laden has done. It doesn't mean you're going to go around killing people with hijabs, right? Right? It doesn't mean George Floyd killer, right? That made me cry as a black man. Okay? When I saw that thing, you can see the guy.
You
was-
can't go around killing all the police.
You can't be going around killing police, man.
No.
This is something that society now they lost control.
Yeah.
Collective punishment,
I know
innit?
walking around.
That's what we care about
most
now,
of them
man.
are children. They probably don't comprehend what he's saying. Guess what?
Kids
Me,
here as well, right?
I tell you, last time I was here was 25 years ago, and today, you know what I got in my bag? My chessboard.
Easy.
I know, but it's my chessboard there.
Yeah, that's it.
I'll tell any man, if you beat me, I'll give you my life.
Oh, God.
If I beat you, I'll take your girl.
Hey! That's what's up, man.
Moses the Fifth.
Yes.
You're a hackney boy, you know.
Yes, I, man.
He's done though. We gotta shout him out. He's got a chessboard in his bag. He's taking your girl if he wins the game.
Well, you know what I do for a living?
Yeah.
I'm a worker, self-employed, yeah?
Yeah.
I always tell people it's funny, I sell oxygen. Basically what I do is I do gardening, right? So I make people the garden looks nice and sexy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm going, guys.
Have a
but
good one, yeah?
Have a good one, yeah. Right. Yeah, what are you doing then?
Just chilling, looking at the sights, man. Walking by, going into this to this British summertime, innit? It's a lot of
I
it's
just
a lot
came
of
in now,
sights,
bro.
man.
I'm gonna observe.
Yeah.
First of all, you know, it's always not good to jump into it. Because you know, apparently there's regular guys that come here often.
Yeah.
Me, like, I have been here for a long time because, see, I'm saying, rude boy. Yeah? You get me?
Yeah.
Me have no religion.
Yeah.
You get me? I do what I want to do, rude boy.
That's
yeah?
it. That's it.
I look after my body. You know what I mean, bro? Yeah? I pay my bills. Yeah? And I know people that are killers, bro.
That's it.
I know people that are educated.
Yeah.
I know all spectrum. I know black, white, yellow, nigga.
Yeah.
I'm trying to catch one
Yeah.
that says black people are less than other people.
Yeah.
I won't say it like that because
Yeah.
I saw a couple of white boys there, some fucking Tony Robinson shit, yeah?
Yeah.
I want to put them on the spot in a bit.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for the sun to come out so I can take my shirt off.
Yeah.
You know me?
That's it.
What's your name, cuz?
G.
Where
That's up,
you
yeah.
from? Where you from?
Croydon.
Croydon. I love Croydon, though. Croydon, you know, that boy in Croydon, last time was there 10 years ago. Is he still there, though? In Croydon High Street, you know, he gives food, in it. The Rasta man. The trolley. He's famous, cuz.
I can't remember his name now. I seen him
Ridley
giving
something,
food.
yeah.
I seen him giving food to the homeless one time when it was cold outside.
Yeah.
I ended up going to buy him some coffee. He had like 3 people there with my bought everyone some tea and coffee there, innit? For him helping out the homeless people. Ringo.
That's the guy,
Come
Ringo!
on, man. Yeah, man, Ringo.
Oh,
Still
not just
there.
that, he talks to people.
Yeah, he's still there.
You know, I mean, that looks nice, darling.
Yeah, man. The police try to stop him, but you know, he's still there, man. Ringo Vision. Alright, gotta check this guy over here, man. I had to try to get away from this guy, man. It's just talking nonsense to me, man. I don't want to hear that. Yeah, I didn't tell you that on Friday, as I'm walking home, some guy pulls me over. He's like, "Oh, are you scared of heights?" He's like, "Are you scared of heights? I need some help doing some tree cutting." So I ended up going with this guy. It's like, "I'm gonna give you £100 for half an hour's work." I said, "Oh yeah?" I said, "All right, let's go, man." You know what I mean? So on Friday after work, you right, mate?
You did a great piece of filming last week.
Oh, thank you very much.
That was absolutely. You positioned yourself just right.
Yeah.
Especially when the guy was getting pulled.
Yeah.
And also, you stayed impartial. You were good at calming down some of the other filmmakers.
Yeah.
Who wanted to get involved. And go, he's running away.
Yeah.
You go, no, he isn't. Calm down.
Thank you.
Brilliant. What's
Thank
your
you.
channel's name again?
JFR, Just Filming Really.
Absolutely brilliant.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
I'll keep an eye out.
Thank you. Greatly appreciate it, So yeah, I cut down this tree Took me about half an hour, £100 in my pocket, cash in hand, innit? But the guy, the guy was trying to say, oh, um, if you do this right, we got some more work and all of that, I'll give you a call and stuff like that, right? But what happened was he must have charged the guy £600 to cut this tree down, and he said, he's gonna cut it from some angle, right? And when I ended up cutting the tree, obviously he told me, the guy who hired me told me what tree or what branches to kind of cut or whatever. When the guy came out, he's like, oh yeah, I told you this and that or that. So basically, long story short, they had a little bit of an argument on, what was to be cut and what was the price for the cut and all of this shit, right? I didn't like that. I don't really like confrontation, you know what I mean? Like, if you said that you're gonna do something, just do it. You know what I mean? If the guy, you guys came to a price or whatever the case may be, you just come to a price. But even after getting the money, the guy kind of, tried to leave the client with like a bad taste in his mouth type of thing. And I was like, I'm not for that. I'm not for that, you know what I mean? If the guy hired you to do a job, just do the job and, leave him being happy. Leave him being the guy that's gonna tell you, oh yeah, I hired some guys to clean my garden and all of this shit, and they did a good job. My man was saying some dumb stuff. There was the guy who hired me and his dad there, right? And as I was cutting down the tree, this guy was putting it over like some guy's back fence, but then telling the client that, if I cut down that tree, it's not gonna be enough space to put the trees in the truck. I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, you don't have a truck. Like, you're lying to the guy and him thinking that he's getting, a good job done, and you're taking away this guy's trees and stuff like that. Basically, they were cowboy gardeners, cowboy landscapers. You know what I mean? I just took my money and left, man. I just took my money and left, man. So I'm not for all of that bickering about money and getting in an argument with people that hired you. This guy here was the guy that I was speaking to just now, who was saying I was doing some awesome filming. Said I was doing some awesome filming last week. Sorry. I said I was doing some awesome filming last week about the incident. With that incident that took place last week. You know what I mean? Flat Afro guys here, man. You right, boss? Yes, man. Someone said looks like Africa now. I don't know what you're looking at. Looks like the UK. I see a bunch of Caucasian people going to this British summertime event, man. You guys, I don't know, man. You guys are seeing what you want, man. Seeing what you want to see, man. There's all of this fake outrage nonsense. You know what I mean? Oh, it looks like Pakistan. Oh, it looks like Africa. No, it doesn't. No, the hell it doesn't. You know what I mean, man? It looks like a multicultural city. If not, it looks more populated by, obviously the majority of the people that live here, which is white people. It's like people that claim about racism that live in America. Why you living there? Why are you still living there? Oh, because it's my home. No, but you're facing racism there. Why don't you move to a black country? You know what I mean? Where majority black people live. If you're upset about the way your country is going now and it's being invaded and whatever the case may be, and it doesn't look like it used to, you're never gonna get it back to how it used to. Listen to what I'm telling you, local people. You are never ever gonna get it back to what it used to be like. Okay? So just move to a country. Okay? If you're racist and you only want to be around white people, go to a country where it just has white people and they don't let immigrants in, or they let a very small minority of immigrants in. You got one life to live and you're still complaining about what you don't like. You know what I mean? Especially when you got the funds, to up and leave. You know what I mean? Your silly excuse. You're, oh, I was born here. My ancestors live here. They fought for this country. So what, man? You know what I mean? So what? Now it's being invaded by immigrants. So what did they fight for? Nothing. You know what I mean? Stop complaining about it and just get on with life. That's what I say. Someone said God allowed the massacre of the innocents in the Bible that was ordered by Herod, trying to kill all the firstborn babies to get to Jesus. God allowed all those innocent babies to die. You know what I mean? Because one guy was trying to get to Jesus. Why didn't God just kill the guy? Huh? Oh, sorry. Free will. Free will, that's why. Where is this? We're outside Marble Arch Station. We're outside Marble Arch Station. Last 15 minutes of the live stream, man. Someone said England better than most countries. I don't know. I think most countries would argue that, man. You know what I mean? What you think is best or better, other countries or other people don't think the same as you. You would think, you know, because you got access to everything you want to on Amazon at your fingertips, that means that you live in the best country in the world. But other people will probably see as, you know, them living around nature. You understand? Or them having a house next to a beach or something, looking across the water. They might think that that country is the best. You know what I mean? It's all perspective, really. All perspective, man. Someone said, if your country is great, you don't leave. Yeah, unless your country gets bombed by maybe Britain or USA. You know what I mean? Said, not if you're being terrorized in your own country. Your country can still be great, but you still have to immigrate to somewhere else to live. Ask Tommy Robinson if I'm lying. Ask you guys leader Tommy Robinson if I'm lying about your country can still be great and you have to move away because you're being terrorized in your own great country. All you people talking about my accent, trying to critique my accent. My country was colonized by Britain. Okay, so that makes me British, whether you individuals like this or not. Okay.
Tommy, Tommy. Tommy, 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 Tommy Robinson. Oh, Tommy, Tommy. Tommy, 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 Tommy Robinson. I said, why not France? Because they speak French. No, I say that to all the people that, you know, like to call me an immigrant and try to say that I'm not welcome in the country and all of this fucking shit. I just hit them with, yeah, my country's colonized by Britain. That makes me British. So all your insignificant insults that you try to pull, man, it, you know, falls by the wayside. It goes over my head, really. No, I think immigrant is a multicultural country. You understand, man? I think the locals need to get that into their heads, man. You understand, man? Britain is welcoming to all cultures, and so is America. So while you guys are screaming, get all the immigrants out, it's not gonna happen. You need to start screaming, get all the bad immigrants out of our country. That's all it is. Anyone that wants to harm our country, get them out. Anybody that, you know, has a disagreement with our culture or the way that we do things in our country, that's the people that you should kick out or that you should want out your country. Anyone that's an immigrant that's making their own way, that's surviving, that's paying their taxes, you guys shouldn't be saying, oh, all immigrants out and tarring them with the same brush that you tar these child harmers and women harmers with. You understand? All immigrants ain't bad people. You understand? All immigrants ain't coming here to harm your kids. All immigrants ain't coming here to harm your country. You understand? But this is what you guys like to fake outrage about. You know what I mean? Oh, the immigrants are coming here for our benefits. No, they're not. No, they're not. You ever got benefits before? You ever seen how much money you get in benefits? And you think you're gonna leave your country to come all the way here for fucking peanuts in benefits? Okay, that makes a lot of sense, man. What's British culture? Going to the football. I go to the football. What's British culture? Morris dancing. I've watched some Morris dancing. You know, eating fish and chips. I eat fish and chips. Having a kebab. You know, after a night out. You know, that's what I do. I participate in British culture. Oh shit, man. And British culture, Speaker's Corner. I'm here almost every Sunday. You know, they don't have Speaker's Corner everywhere in the world. That's a London thing. You know what I mean? So I'm a part of British culture. I engross myself in British culture. You know. If I claim benefits, surely I'll have a lot more time to do live streams and go to these protests, what happened in on the weekdays, because I don't have a job. But this is what happens when, you know, you say things that are unpopular, or you say things that people don't agree with. Their first thing is to dismiss you by saying that you don't have a job, or by saying that you're not from this country, so you know you shouldn't have a say. You know, it's just dismissive.
These are just all dismissive tactics what people use to kind of not hear or not listen to what you're saying, you know? Justice for who? And I said, just filming. Big up, never take the knee. I never seen you at the Tommy Robinson protest, man. You never came to the Tommy Robinson protest to give me a shout out, to give me a fist bump or anything like that, man. Where were you, man? I was outside, man. I got two. Oh shit! I just said 2% and it just switched to 1% battery life. Hello. Yeah, man, but you know what I look like. So I'm saying, man, you could have came up to me and gave me a little fist bump and said, "Yeah, big up, just filming. Never take the knee here." You know what I mean? Or you could have just said, "Big up, just filming. Never take the knee." You know what I mean? I would be like, oh shit, I just met fucking never take the knee. You know what I mean? Numbers were a lot less than last September. I'm glad you said it, man. I'm glad you said it, man, because I try to say that and everyone tried to say that I was hating. They called me a hater, man, for kind of stating the obvious. I'll tell you what, though. It was less people than before, but I think they spent a lot more money on the last one than they did their previous, if that makes sense. They spent a lot more money on the last protest than they spent on previous protests. The last protest I went to, man, the whole Whitehall was filled with like big massive TV screens, yeah, just placed along Whitehall for people to see. Obviously they expected a hell of a lot more people to turn up than they did, right? But I think what had happened was the previous one, they had a lot of Israeli flags that kind of invaded the Tommy Robinson protests. So I think that turned a lot of people off, man. You know what I mean? I think that turned a lot of people off, man. Probably shouldn't say this, but I'm gonna say it anyway, man. I see a lot more immigrants working harder than a lot of local people. There it is. I said it, man. You know, there's a lot of people that don't look like the locals that work harder than the locals, and I think it's because the locals kind of feel entitled. You know what I mean? Not to do certain things, man. Certain things are beyond them, or certain things are beneath them that they feel they shouldn't have to do. You understand? And immigrants coming over here who, haven't worked in this country before or are not part of this country, I think they have a kind of need to work harder or to work because of that. You know what I mean? Yeah, he's got a campaign against immigrants, but he's an immigrant himself, man. I think he lives in Spain right now, man. Streamer is full of shit about what, man? Yeah, apparently Tommy Robinson doesn't work, man, but he's got fucking money coming out of everywhere, man. As I said, man, he had about 5, 6 massive TV screens for his protests in central London. You know what I mean? If he's not working, where is that coming from? Obviously donators, innit? People donating, man, they want to cause division and stuff like this, you know. Someone said, if white people don't want to have kids, great, but don't cry about your declining numbers down. Someone said, you say locals don't want to work because they feel entitled. What a load of crap. No, it's not a load of crap, man. You want to go into a job and you want to earn £100 an hour in entry-level fucking work. It's just not going to happen, man. You're going to be on minimum wage. But you don't want to get up out of bed, you understand, man, for less than £100 an hour. You understand? And then your argument is that, oh yeah, immigrants are lowering the wages. No, they're not. You understand? Your oligarchs are allowing this to happen, man. But you complain about the little guys being the fault. The little guys are not the fault, man. You know? I've been unemployed for 15 years now. If they wanted me to work, they'd find me a fucking job by now. Who the fuck are you? Who the hell are you, man? This is why I said immigrants, this is why I said local people feel entitled. This guy just proved my point, man. This guy proved my point right here, right now, man. Man said, I've been unemployed. Listen to it. Listen to the comment, people. Okay, this is why I say I'm not bullshitting and I only speak facts. I've been unemployed for 15 years now. If they wanted me to work, they'd find me a fucking job by now. How about you pulling up your pants as a grown-ass fucking man and you could go out there and going to get a fucking job? How about that, man? Who the hell is they? They would find me work. Who the hell are you, man? After the first year, nobody found you a job. You should have said, okay, 1 year, no one's finding me a job. I'm going to get off my fucking ass and I'm going to find myself a job. What the fuck are you talking about? They would find you a job. No, be a man. The hell? Man said 15 years. No. You don't know jack shit. This is my whole point. You feel entitled. You think that somebody else should get you a job. Get yourself a job, man. Someone said you can only find something you are looking for. 15 years, you know. 15 years. This guy talk about I'm lying about locals being entitled and then comment some dumbass delusional comment about if they wanted me to work, they would find me a job. What happened to you being a grown-ass man and not a child? Huh? What happened to that, man? What happened to finding a job for yourself, you bum? You jobless, jobs worth loser. 15 fucking years. Man's waiting for someone to give him a job. You just heard me say that the locals are entitled, right? And the guy proved my point in like taking 2 minutes. The guy proved my point in 2 minutes, man. Of course it ain't easy, you understand, man, but after a few months of not finding a job, man, or someone not giving you a job, you're gonna have to go and try find one yourself, yeah? You're gonna have to go and try find one yourself. What's he gonna say? I'll say, oh, my friend, how about you go and sign up to different agencies? Oh, I don't want to work for an agency. Another excuse. Another excuse. Entitled locals is what I say. You understand? You can get a job tomorrow if you wanted to. Go online right now and type in no experience jobs. Okay? Go type no experience jobs online right now and you can get a job tomorrow. Starting Monday morning, you can get a job. Stop bullshitting. Stop bullshitting. This is what I say, man. These people want to be on 100 pounds by not having no experience in a job, and they want to go on the highest wages possible. And if they're not on the highest wages possible, they're going to stay at home. You understand? Joke, man. Joke, man. 15 years not fucking working, still waiting for somebody else to give him a job. Yeah, man, he's not gonna go and try and get a job by the scruff of his neck. You understand? He's not gonna. How many job applications have you put out in the last week, my friend? No one said I worked for minimum wage for years. Yeah, well, obviously not 15 years, is he? You know what I mean? Yeah, for the last 15 years, you've been sitting on your ass complaining about immigrants, haven't you? About you've been earning minimum wage for years. That means that you just not good for society. Because if you've been working for years and you still on minimum wage and you haven't elevated, and now you're talking about, you know, not having worked for 15 years, it sounds like you are the problem. It sounds like you are the problem, my friend. That's what it sounds like to me, man. That's what it sounds like to me, man. I know that you're a lazy bum. I know that you're a lazy bum who's been out of work for 15 years and you're waiting for somebody to give you a job, man. You know what I mean? Fucking idiot. Ooh, I'm an immigrant as well. So what, man? You know how much immigrants are working out here? You know what I mean? You know how much locals are crying about immigrants taking their jobs, and you're there complaining about being out of work for 15 years. Then you say you've been collecting minimum wage for years. That means you haven't progressed to manager, you ain't progressed to junior manager to up your wages. And I'm looking at your display pic, man. You look like you're about fucking 70 years old, mate. You ain't progressed. Oh boy, this is crazy, man. Immigrant work a lot. They do hard work a lot, buddy. Yeah, try to tell the local peoples that, man. Who think that the immigrants are just trying to come here to take benefits. You know what I mean? And abuse their women and children. Fake outrage. Fake outrage, as I said, man. Yeah, damn right I took your comment out of fucking context, man. Because I heard you say 15 years, and I heard you say they would find you a job if they wanted you to work. What, you don't want to work yourself? You don't want to work yourself? Why are you not going out and finding a job, man? Why are you not going out and looking for a job? I'm sorry, man, but there's no man who wants a job and is gonna be out of work for 15 years. I don't believe it. If you want work, you're gonna find work, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. There's part-time jobs you can do. You could be a paper boy. You understand? Delivering papers to the elderly in the morning. You understand? As I said, you could work for a warehouse. With no experience, they're always looking for people to work in the warehouses. No experience jobs. As I said, you could start tomorrow. Okay? You don't want to work. You don't want to work. That's the problem. I wish I could fucking not work for 15 years. How you still able to survive, man? I said not working for 15. Fuck, I can't believe that shit, man. You had the nerve to say that in the chat. Talk about me lying about people being fucking entitled. Yeah, most probably, man. Most probably at home, just sussing it out, man. Working his wrist muscles. Now second, too tired to go do actual work. Go do a proper 8 hours. You know, a lot of people today are delusional, man. A lot of people today are delusional. Anyways, people, I think I'm done, man. I think I'm done streaming for today. Look, this is my closing bit. You understand? Every Sunday, you know, if I'm at Speaker's Corner, I would usually do like some closing talks, some closing chats before I shut down the stream, innit? And one of my viewers reminded me, you know what I mean, that was one of the bits that I did, you know, in the live stream that they liked, you know what I mean? So I thought I'll continue it, man. Are you melting? No, man, it's not that hot, man. Or I mean, it's hot, but the breeze is, there's a nice little breeze blowing. You know what I mean? But I got the sleeveless vest on. I'm not too cold, man. I'm feeling just right, man. The weather's nice today. Not too hot like it was yesterday, man. Everyone said breeze from the hot air. Yeah, man. A lot of breeze from the hot air that I've been speaking today, man. And that means everything that you've heard today is satire. Everything that you've heard today is bullshit. And I was just joking. You know what I mean? It's not my true opinions, not my true beliefs. You know what I mean? And everything that you've experienced today was just a figment of your imagination. You know what I mean? Anyways, people, as I always say, the ending of the weekend for me, make sure you have a great rest of the weekend, what's left of it for you guys, and going forward in the week, man, I hope you guys have a great day, whether you're going to school, whether you're going to college, university, whether you're working, whether you don't have work. Hopefully you find something that makes your week a little bit better, yeah? Bless up, people. Peace out. Peace out. Peace.